That's Kaleidoscope.
What's happening, everybody? The GRG podcast is live, and we're doing it live, and it's already, the family is back, and it seems like we never left because people are giving me hell like I was there just a couple of weeks ago. Hi, dang it, man. Instead of everybody, come, K-Mega, I missed you so much. Man, it's just been
they're gonna
so
people to kiss his ass. I don't understand that.
What's going on? Look. Come on now. Come on. Let's got Jesse in 2018. Anyway, man, it's glad to be back, man. I'm sorry, man. I was working. Man, had to take care of business, man, pay the bills. So anyway, man, let's get on to our illustrious panel. You will see that we have a new member, a part of the crew, since we've kind of downsized because other people decided to leave. So therefore, here we go, and let's start off with our newest member first, and that is Kaleidoscope. Man, glad to have you here. What's up with you, bro? What you been doing? What you been playing, man?
Well, actually enjoying the hell out of Sword Art Online. All right, Fatal Bullet game is amazing, as well as playing Monster Hunter World. As a matter of fact, I got I'm on such a Japanese high right about now. I decided to re-download Final Fantasy 15 just to get into that as well, man. I mean, I've been having a ball though. I can't front.
Cool. Well, glad to have you. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of love from a lot of people that would say, hey, man, Kaleidoscope, he was killing it that night. You know what I'm saying? And of course, it was, I guess, the back and forth with Porter Rock and things like that. That was pretty fun. It was really cool. That was a great show. But anyway, let's go on to our ladies, our matriarchs. So what's going on with you, Delilah HD, or I should say Fiberwire? What's been going on with you? What you been playing here lately?
Oh man, I've been playing Monster Hunter. Game's super addictive. That's been taking up a lot of my time. That and Robo Recall, Oculus game. So yeah, that's it.
Nice. All right. And what about you, Lady Infamous? What's been going on with you? What you been playing? What you been streaming? What's going on?
Hey everyone. Welcome. I've been rotating between Fallout 3 and NBA 2K18 and Bloodborne, and I'll sprinkle a little Dragon Ball FighterZ in there as well. Oh, and actually I've been playing some Magic 2013, because I run that.
Magic? The card
2013, game? The card game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Red deck all day. Let's go.
I'm coming for that rematch, girl.
I know you is.
Nice.
I'm
All right.
gonna bring my deck to E3 just to watch. We go play.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Now we move to our dude that's up out there, man. I think your team is gonna pick up Baker Mayfield, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a good pickup, man. That'll be the only reason why I like them Aints. So what's up with you, triple cup Chuck? Are you up? What's up with you, boy?
Man, what's out with you, man?
You playing?
Actually, I said I retired Madden, but end up still playing Madden. I've been on that Sea of Thieves, man. That game there. Hey, Collider, man, we got to link, we got to link back up, man. We got to do this here, man.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. And you know how this dude be actually getting us all the coordinates, right? Your cousin Savage.
Yeah, Savage. Yeah,
that's that military background, bro.
Man, yeah, hey, I had thought about that after the fact when he was running out getting the treasure before we could even get off the ship. He said, man, he reminded me what he used to do when he was in the army. I was like, yeah, you sure did tell me there used to be the scout going out and drawing the maps out. That's why you know the shit so easily. And we in there struggling, like, yeah, but we had a little routine going. But man, it's Chuck, man. I'm up. Let's get it. Let's talk about this here. Delilah and Lady Infamous said, keep my long-winded ass short.
Yeah, keep it short. Anyway, well, all right, then we move on to our Donald Trump. Oh man, Mr. Messi himself. What's going on with your Live Wire? What's been happening? What you been playing here lately?
It's your boy Live Wire, aka Mr. Crunchy, aka Mr. Sniffles, aka the Pony Rowler. Yeah, man. I've been playing that Sea of Thieves, man. Yeah, I'm in it right now, yo. That character creation is nice, bro. Shit is nice. Yeah, man. We already I know what your dude gonna look like. I seen him already.
Wait a minute, they added the character creation this week?
Yeah, the character wheel. You gotta, rotate until you find somebody that you like.
Oh, all right.
I seen K Mega in there a couple of times. This dude was like husky. He had no neck, and he was scruffy.
What?
You gotta get the dude with the grays too. You better not get the dude with brown hair. I'll be like, hey, nigga, you know you damn well you don't use just for men. So come on, man.
What? Man, what's going on here, man? Okay, I got you. No neck and oh my goodness, I see it is messy in 2018. Boy, episode 49. All right, cool. Now let's get on to who else is next in here? Oh yeah, Smash. That's our boy Bloody Knuckles. What's going on with you, man? How's it been going? What you been playing?
Hey, what's up, man? It's always good to be back with the family, you know. Just like Delilah, been on that Monster Hunter. That's life right there. Can't put that game down. It's too good. It's too good. But I'm excited because this weekend's the beta for Sea of Thieves, and they added in so much more, and everyone's enjoying that. And I'm excited because we're only like a week away from that game. But you know what it is. Your boy Bloody Knuckles, the native nerd, aka the Gothic gamer, just out here just chilling, doing my thing.
Nice. All right. And then last but not least is that man that likes to bring you those facts. That raspy voice, son of a shut your mouth. What's up with you 108's Dragons?
You already know what it is.
You been playing, bro?
I've been playing that Crackdown looks real crazy on that 4K support, baby. 9 times the resolution. That's crazy. And I've been bringing it back to that Rainbow Six with that Chimera update. That's what I've been playing. But I have a request for our newest member. We need that we need that kaleidoscope intro, baby. We already know what it is. Right now. You're on the spot right now. We need that. Let's go.
All right. Yo, it's the Xbox Ghost Kaleidoscope. Know what I'm saying? Back up in this mug on the GRG, yo. As a matter of fact, let's go some old school real quick. Just for 108 Dragons, know what I'm saying? Just for loving. Your microphone check 1, 2, what is this? Guess what, son? I'm here to bring the business. I'm here to play the role and God is my witness. I'm going to flip the tables with the utmost slickness. Because the dish I serve up is food for thought, and I'm gonna show you what it means to be real in this blood sport. Plus, we don't find a word when it comes to gaming, because we keeps it 100. So stop complaining, crying, looking out a window pane just to see we represent like it ain't no thing.
Okay, what's up? All right, spitting balls.
I always full in here.
All right, okay, all right.
Just for 108 Dragons, bro.
We ready, baby.
Put me on the spot.
We ready. All right, man. So let's get on to these topics before these ladies cut my damn head off. So let's get into it. Crash Bandicoot, the trilogy, is coming to the Xbox and PC. And then there's also this rumor, because there's people that listens to us that swear that we give out misinformation. So it's still a rumor, but it looks like this is a done deal. But still, we have to put the quotations up. Still a rumor about Hellblade coming to the Xbox as well. So I'm going to go to the ladies first. I'm going to go to you, Infamous. What is your thought process on this? Is this a big deal? Are you excited for either game, especially if Hellblade do decide to come? And, is this a big win for Xbox?
What is the second game?
Hellblade.
What's the first game? You said it was 2, right?
Yeah, the Crash Bandicoot trilogy. The Crash trilogy. Yeah. They were PlayStation exclusives.
Well, I'm most excited about Crash Bandicoot more than Hellblade, because if I wanted Hellblade, I would have bought Hellblade, but I didn't. I'm not saying why.
Yeah, we're just asking why. What was the reason with Hellblade why you wasn't interested in it?
I don't like puzzles. And there's a lot of puzzles in that game.
A lot of puzzles.
That's like my thing. I'm not very good at. You give me like a puzzle in a game, I'll rage quit. I'll stay there for like 30 minutes on a puzzle. I'm not saying that the story was great, the visuals were great, and if you down with some puzzles, Hellblade is for you. But for me, I like Crash Bandicoot because the nostalgia factor, again, is in order. I remember playing that game, so I want to relive that moment. And it's been a long time, you know what I mean? So does it make a difference for Xbox people? Yeah, if your only console is Xbox and the titles are coming to Xbox, then you should be happy. But personally, I own both consoles, so it don't matter to me. It just, if I really wanted the games, they'll be copped. That's it.
I'm trying to. Real quick question: am I the only one who don't? I never liked Crash Bandicoot. Is that weird? Like,
No,
I don't get
not
it.
everybody. Not everybody.
I always thought
like,
Mario and Sonic was the shit, but Crash Bandicoot, I was like, that was like the bottom of the barrel. Like
I think you may hate everything PlayStation.
Nah, man.
I feel everything is PlayStation.
I never thought Crash Bandicoot was that dude. I never thought Crash Bandicoot was hot. I never thought Spyro the Dragon was hot. I didn't even really like Knights 90, Knights, the flying, whatever that thing was. That was like,
Crash Bandicoot remind you of the toy you find at the dollar store.
He hates everything Sony right there.
That's not Crash is trash.
No, Knights ain't
Sony. Hey, Shady, come on now.
Come on.
Knights is Sega.
Hey, I grew up with Crash. All right, that I remember having a PS1, and it was close for me because that was a game that I bonded with my aunt over, right? Because my aunt was the one that gave us the PS1.
Man, all right,
and
enough said.
She actually, see, this is how deep it goes, right? She actually, this was back in the days of people actually using printers, and she went on the internet and printed out like 300 pages of like the entire strat guide for Crash back in the day. And I would actually go play through that game and try to do everything.
For Crash Bandicoot, that shit ain't that complicated.
Yo, no, there's a lot of areas that are locked off that you cannot get to get for collectibles.
Was about 2 years old at that time.
All right, well, fine.
Actually, I was 4, sir. Thank you very much.
Wow. Okay, all right.
Now you can understand why.
Yeah, now you can understand why. Now let's get
this crazy.
All right, Delilah. What do you think about these? About Crash Bandicoot, the trilogy coming to the Xbox, plus also Hellblade potentially coming to the Xbox as well?
Well, you was talking to me, Collider?
No, I said Delilah.
Oh, Delilah. All right.
Is she still here?
Is she?
Hyper HD.
Oh, she should be. She might have her thing on mute.
Yeah, she might have a mic messed up. Okay. All right. Well, go ahead, Kaleidoscope. What do you think about this situation?
Actually, it's dope, really. I mean, I remember the commercials back in the day. I remember looking through a Game Informer magazine, and it showed Crash Bandicoot with like a dead plumber on the side, a dead hedgehog on the side, and then the commercials where he was actually in front of Nintendo headquarters calling out the plumber. It's like, oh, get that plumber outside, and he's picketing. I mean, the commercials were just out there. You know what I'm saying? It would make me laugh.
Best part of it.
Yeah,
I get it.
I actually also played with my cousin because my cousin he had gotten PlayStation 1 back in the day, and I went and I ended up getting an Xbox because I had a Sega Saturn before that. So we would go to each other's cribs just to play each other's exclusives. You know what I'm saying? The multiplats, that's just multiplats. But me and him blew through Crash. So the gameplay was actually pretty cool. It was fun. He was actually running towards the screen the whole time. It's a big difference from, let's say, Mario. I never really gravitated to Mario. Never owned a Nintendo console. They actually gave me a Super NES. The only games I had for it was like Mega Man. That was about it. And I'll probably rent Street Fighter every now and then. So I wasn't a big Nintendo fan growing up. My thing into gaming was actually the Sega Saturn. That's what made me want to actually start buying games. I had previous consoles since like the 80s and all that, but I never got into gaming until the Sega Saturn. You know what I'm saying? And then Crash was one of those games where I was like, wow, this is like the next evolution of platformers. And the visuals were outstanding. And the stuff that I saw for the remake, dude, that shit looks like Conquer Live and Reloaded on the OG Xbox, bro. I was like, yo, they got fur and everything, man. Fur shading. I was like, yo, I'm there day one, July 10th. It's been confirmed.
Yep, been confirmed.
All right, sorry about that. My mic was acting silly. You guys know I'm happy that the show started. But so for me, like many on the panel, I mean, Crash was never I was never high on like that series or anything like that. But I'm happy this is going to be released for Xbox players, people who only have Xbox console. That's good for them. Hellblade, I was always kind of, I could have picked it up on PC, but I opted kind of not to. Just, I've had a feeling the developer already mentioned that it was a good chance that it come to Xbox. I figured I'll wait because I want my achievements. And so I figured I'll wait and see what happens. And, lo and behold, it may come out or might release on Xbox. So, I mean, I'm just holding the developer to their word because I mentioned it a while ago before the exclusivity deal with PlayStation was finalized. So, but yeah, good for Xbox. I mean, I think a bunch of other titles could make their way over to the platform.
Yeah, that's something that I'm going to ask everybody after we get through with this part.
Yeah, but as far as Crash, I mean, it's cool and all, but I'm probably still not going to get it. Just being real with you.
Just being real. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. What about you, Runaway Dragons? What do you think about this get for Microsoft, and what about potentially a Hellblade coming to the Xbox as well?
All right. First of all, for people that say they're not into Crash, okay, every console needs a platformer face.
Ori and the Blind Forest.
No, Cuphead.
Super Lucky Tail.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. You got.
I feel you.
You got. I'm not talking about hardcore like Halo or Gears. I'm talking about
Ori and the Blind
platformer.
Forest.
Right. There you go.
We had a debate that one out.
I mean,
they got
you can go on this whole tangent about like how a console needs a platformer and we name it platform games. Like,
no. What I'm saying is a face of a platformer. Like Ori and the Blind Forest is a good example. You know what I'm saying? Cuphead is another good example. Mario is a fantastic example. Sonic has always been a hired gun. When before, they had Sega had, their own consoles, but once they become third party, Sega Sonic's on everything. And the platformer for PlayStation, even though they don't own it, was what was that? Sly Cooper, Crash Bandicoot, and there's one more. There's another Ratchet and Clank. So
Jackson Daxter.
There you go. That's 4. What I'm saying is, even though people like, oh my God, it's coming out, or people like, oh, it doesn't matter. It does matter. It's like when people say the Switch don't matter. Mario will always matter.
I didn't say it didn't matter. I just said that what it is for me.
I'm not even talking about nobody on the panel. I'm just saying general statement. They think these 3D platforms platformers don't matter. They matter because if a company didn't bring out those games, you would say, well, they're lacking 3D platformers. And that's what you have it. Only thing I'm mad about with this game coming out on Xbox One X, the Xbox platform right now, is it's running in 4K and I already have it on 2K on my PlayStation 4 Pro. I'm not buying it again, but it's good for the Xbox owners. It is good. But have to remember, these companies have to cover all genres. And let's not forget, everybody said it's coming to the Xbox. It's also hitting that Switch for the Nintendo listeners.
Yep, and PC.
Switch.
And PC.
I mean,
they finna pimp them out like Sega did Sonic.
I mean, it's Activision. What do you expect?
Well, true. Now, with Hellblade, I don't want to sell cars in New York. I want to sell cars around the world. If you're a third-party developer, you bring out a game which didn't get the embracement from the community that they thought it was going to get, it's a no-brainer it's going to go to multi-plat because they didn't get their money back. Even though it's a small developmental group, an indie game, but it's one of those indie games that money was put into. It's dumb for them not to put it on Xbox at this point. At this point, all the hoopla behind the game didn't work for PlayStation in initial sales, but people know what it is now. So hopefully the Xbox community says, oh, that game looked dope, we're going to purchase. Because I don't see why any third party locks into one specific console and expect to make money.
Specific. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. Now, if you give somebody, sorry, this answer's so long. If you give somebody certain content on a console, that's different. But if you're a third-party company, I'm selling my game on all 3 platforms, and I'll give Zelda a version or Mario version or Halo, whatever. But when you sell it on one, and you kind of like kiss they behind, and it don't work out. Now you open people on Xbox.
I don't understand why people don't realize that the team that did Hellblade, they also did like Kung Fu Chaos back in the day.
Yes,
you remember Kung Fu Chaos?
Exactly.
And they also did like Enslaved.
Dope game.
They did the DMC game. So when people say they're a small team, small company, okay, it's like cool, but they got a ton of experience.
No, they have, but that's always the case. These dudes quit the big companies and make their own teams or whatever. But the point is, what's going to happen now that you bring that on an Xbox? Because the media is kind of, it's like when you kiss a company's behind and you disrespect another platform. Now you want to bring it to the platform, aka what's that game? Unreal Tournament 3. Unreal Tournament 3. Oh, we're not putting it on 360. This can't work right. And when it didn't sell on PS3, what happened? Oh, we're gonna bring it on Xbox. And then what happened? Series done. Nobody cared. This is why developers, third party, got to stop that. You got to stop that.
This developer didn't have any shade or anything towards
they
Xbox. They just said that they
coming out. Initially, it's never coming out for Xbox. Never.
Well, no, they didn't say that.
But didn't they? Weren't they saying that they were just focusing on the one platform?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
When they was
and there was a small
questions,
development team too in the company.
whatever. Yeah, like there's so much of a developmental difference between the Xbox and the PlayStation. There is not.
Okay.
What I was trying to say was
my bad.
They cut the team in half, and so that's why they said they can only focus on one platform at a time. And they said that they're going to release the PlayStation 4 and PC because they got with Sony, they got the money up front.
I got one question for you, Delilah. Do you think it's going to sell?
No, I think it's still not going to. I mean, because to me,
I don't think it's going to do nothing.
I think it's going to do okay.
Yeah, they got my sale though. They got
look at it like this. First of all, the game is at a good price point.
Game Pass, got Xbox,
and you got Game Pass, but I don't think it's coming to Game Pass. But it's got a good price point. It's it's a short game, very short game. So essentially, you're getting what you pay for in that sense. So you're not really getting like a $60 AAA experience with this title. But that being said, it's a new IP, and new IPs struggle out the gate. Yeah. If you can't compare Horizon Zero Dawn to this because Horizon Zero Dawn had like years and years of hype over it. They beat it on you and beat it on you and beat it on you until you was like ready for that game because
they struggle.
Yeah. So all right, what about you, Triple Cup Chuck? What do you think about this? The potential of Hellblade coming to the Xbox, and also what do you think about Crash coming? And is this a good look for Xbox for getting this platform? We know it's coming to PC and we know it's coming for the Switch, but primarily we're talking about Xbox because of the whole theory that Xbox has no games. What do you think?
All right, first of all, it's like taking candy from a baby. With the fanboys, it's killing them. But really and truly, what I think about like with Crash coming, I felt like how Live was saying, like Crash to me is like if you see the toy, it'd be at the dollar store. You know what I'm saying? I never was no Crash fan, but you know what I'm saying, people get a chance to play it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have no intentions on it, but it's just a laughing point for me, to be honest. But with the Hellblade, the thing about it is I always knew it was coming to the Xbox. They were just focusing on the platform, the PlayStation. The PlayStation paid them, so they just focused on the PlayStation first. And you know how PlayStation rock, they just couldn't say it was coming to the Xbox, but it was known it was coming to the Xbox. They just couldn't say it. You know what I'm saying? They don't get the same treatment as other companies. You know what I'm saying? They say, hey, is it coming to the PlayStation? Yeah, it's coming in a year. You know what I'm saying? When they're under contract, and it's not about just buying the games out. Like if I'm a third-party developer and you want a game for your platform, you pay me to make a game for you. I do that single out for just you. And some people are like, oh, why they just made this here? Man, they paid me to make a game for them. Now, I understand that, but a team, if I create my own game, I'm not going to just put it on one system. I'm going to try to spread it around as much as I can. I'm trying to get it out there. But if you paying me to give me money to put it out first, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm throwing a little kickback, so I'm bringing it out to you first, and then I bring it to the other people. You say, don't say nothing about it. Hey, that's, you know what I'm saying? I respect the game. And they know how the game goes, so that's how, you know what I'm saying, that's how it always been. So, you know what I'm saying, I always looked at it as the fact that the game is going to come to the Xbox. Man, am I going to play it? No, because to me, it's like a Tall Tales game. The only way I play that game is when I feel like I'm dealing with none of y'all on Xbox Live. I just want to chill it myself.
I just don't want to deal with us.
That's the only time you can play a game like that. You just say, hey, I don't like being bored.
It's not the longest game at all, but it is mostly puzzles. When you do have action, the action is limited, but it's cool. The game is just a cool game. It's one of the most original games that I've ever played. When it's dealing with schizophrenia and those voices, and when you put those headsets on and you hear her having those voices and she's going crazy.
No spoilers in case anybody want to pick it up. I mean,
you
don't care about that.
Yeah, but no, but you know, it's a lot of puzzles in the game. But I'm telling you, it's worth the $30. And Cliffy B, you know what I'm saying? You might need to bend the knee to kill a Phil. Because, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? Before I get to Knuckles on this, I do want to say, hey, man, we cut out the middleman. Super Chat is going. If you guys still want to help support, you can look at the link at the bottom, and it says support K Mega GRG, and it's the PayPal. Just hook us up right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube be gaffling, Jack. I'm telling you, man, people come out and they help support the podcast and the team, and YouTube takes 70-80% of it. That
you
just
25 cents on $10.
Yeah. So therefore, you know what I'm saying, if you guys still want to do it, and if you guys still want to ask questions, or just let us know that you donated something. If not, that's still cool. But just wanted to let you know that. All right, Knuckles, go ahead. Be the last one to sign off this topic.
Like I said, man, for me, I'm excited for Crash because one, it was something that I enjoy because I remember playing the originals back on the PlayStation. Like I said, I have a special memory for them. I'm glad that it's opening up because one, it hasn't been owned by Sony for years. Activision's had the IP. We've seen it on Xbox before. I knew it was only a matter of time before we got the original, and I'm glad that we're getting the original trilogy. Because that's great nostalgia factor, and it still holds up. A lot of people enjoyed it. As for Hellblade, I'm excited for Hellblade because one, that was one of the few games I was looking at getting on a PlayStation whenever I decided to actually get one or someone throwing one my way. But knowing that it's coming over because we've seen so many people talking about it and so many ratings for it across the world, I'm excited because this is something unique. Like Delilah was saying, Ninja Theory has so much experience with it. It's definitely not going to be a game for a lot of people. It's not long, but it's $30 price point. It tells an amazing story, and it shows something realistic that not a lot of people know about. Like the biggest thing about it is that it's showing what people with that have, what the minds of insanity can do. And if you know what's real, is it actually real or is it all in your mind? It messes with your perception in a way that's very realistic to people who have that. And I love the way they're handling the story. That's why I'm excited for it because a lot of people said the combat in it's great. Yeah, there's a lot of puzzles. I'm a puzzle guy. I love using my brain. And this one just touches me in a different way because of the fact that I know what it's like to deal with that insanity. I know what it's like to deal with the issues that they're touching in that
you coming out.
Yeah, you coming out. They're coming down. Don't say too much. You know what I'm saying? The government be listening, bro. Anyway, keep going.
You will be
like it's something unique. Like the people who didn't give it enough respect or understanding of it is the fact of this is handling something that's very realistic and it's handling it in a great way. And it's telling a mature story. People got to realize that right now gaming is in a unique spot where it could tell these very mature, real stories, but still have the fantasy of being a game. Like we saw that with BioShock. We saw that with this, especially with BioShock from the first game to even Infinite. We're seeing a lot of these things tell mature stories for older audiences. It's something unique in itself. Like the fact that people aren't respecting that and the fact that more people are getting to play this and enjoy it, they need to shut up about it because that's not the way it should be.
Right. No, I totally agree. Well said. So, all right, man, let's get on to the next topic. Oh, I do want to say this, though, is that as Delilah was bringing up earlier about, devs saying that this was going to most likely be on multiple consoles. I was told by a couple of people about this game. I was even showed some gameplay, some secret gameplay, before the game was even announced. And I fell in love with it when I seen it. I was like, oh my God, what is this? And so I had to cop it. I got it on the PC. But the fact of it is that, look, PlayStation fans, I felt that they should have supported the game even more than what it was. It's only $30. And it came out in a time where it was pretty dry. PC, go ahead.
I think it'd be cool, though, if Microsoft just took a step ahead with this game in particular and just made it as one of the games with gold just to get some, just to kind of push it a little bit.
Right.
More.
Yeah.
I think that'd be dope. But
Game Pass would be perfect for that game because as mostly everybody on the panel said that they weren't really pretty much interested in getting that game. But I guarantee you, Lady would definitely stream that game if that game was a Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else would give that game a chance because it's on Game Pass and it gives that game an opportunity. It gets to a lot of hands-on for a lot of people to jump on that game. So I don't know. But let's get on to the next topic. What is the next topic? State of Decay 2. All right. You see the reveal. And of course, we've already heard that there are some people out there that was being a little funny about that money, saying that this game, if it had this $30 price point, that it is definitely not going to be a AAA or it's not going to have that quality that people are looking for to get people excited. So after seeing the reveal, I'm going to go to you, Delilah.
Okay.
What did you think? And did it still muster your interest to want to get that game for $30 or even get the Ultimate Edition?
Man, see, I have a weird association with this game. Well, as far let me address one thing as far as the price, because to me the price is not a big deal. The first game came out around the similar price point, so I don't understand when people was all up hoopla. The game was never $60 to begin with, so for you to expect that it to come out at a $60 price point when the first one didn't even come out at that, I don't know. That's a whole nother conversation. But as far as the game itself, from what I saw, it looks decent. Something that's good to kind of team up with friends and play. I didn't really care for the first game, so it's one I'm gonna have to probably get some friends to convince me to play, kind of like El Boogie or Infamous or one of my homegirls or something like that, to just kind of be like, let's jump on the game, or homeboys just say let's jump on the game. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't really have a huge affinity to the first game, so.
Yeah. Well, okay. All right. So did you see the reveal even? Though?
I did. It looked good. I mean, I like the way the characters look. I like that you could see the actual gear on the character. I thought that was pretty cool. It looks like it's a bigger world. A lot of the effects was really done really well. The physics from when you shot a zombie and stuff like that looks really good. But like I said, I don't know. I wasn't big on the first game. My husband actually loved the first game, so he's really excited for the second one. For me, like I said, I'll probably watch him play, but I don't know. It's gonna take a lot for me to jump on it.
Okay, all right. Well, love your honesty about it. Keep it real. Keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? So, what about you, Kaleidoscope? You saw the game. You saw the reveal. Do you think that anybody should have been pressing about the $30 price tag, or you feel that the game seemed a little out of sorts? It seemed like something was missing to it.
Actually, I thought it looked phenomenal, bro. And for $30, it looks like a AAA title, bro. I've been playing the hell out of Fortnite recently with my son-in-law and whatnot, and dude, this takes Fortnite and like double kicks it in the rear. All right, easily. I mean, the mechanics, the physics, the way their gear moves when they're moving. I mean, they even got little slipping moves and whatnot. Because I saw a zombie leap out in front of one of the people and shit, and the dude just actually like dipped to the side real quick and cut his head off with a machete. I was like, what? I was like, yo, that game looks sick, man. And then that little fun mini game that they got with driving the cars and opening the car door to smack zombies while they're driving in the middle of the night. Yo, the game is legit, man. And for $30, man, I can't wait. Yo, I can't wait. That game actually, I was on a high from last week for Sea of Thieves when I was playing the beta. But dude, man, I mean, how could another game actually come out of nowhere and take the thunder from Sea of Thieves for me? And Sea of Thieves, I think, is like super legit. But dang, State of Decay, that game looks like it's hitting all the right notes. It looks like some type of horror movie and some of the things that they was doing. And then I like that little thing, that little tag that they showed. It's like, oh, be careful, you about to die, and you could lose this character forever. Because you got permadeath in the game. And then the thing that tripped me out the most, out of the 4 people that were playing it on IGN, the first cat to die was actually Ryan McCaffrey. How about that? That shit had me dying, bro. I was like, what? Ryan McCaffrey? Of course. He don't play games, man. That dude just knows how to write. That's about it.
Man, all right. What about you, Infamous? What did you think about the reveal? Are you interested in this game? What about the price point?
What's wrong with the price point? I mean,
there was some people that were saying that just because of the price point, that it's not that it confirms that this is not a true AAA heavy hitter. This is
pause. Time out.
Wait, can I?
There's been people that said this. Now, look, I'm not. I do not co-sign that. I'm just going off.
Okay, well, let me ask my question. Yeah. What is wrong with a $30 price tag? What's wrong with good looking?
Nothing is wrong with a $30. Nothing.
I'm gonna give you
my wallet is thankful for that $30 price tag.
Was what, $20? $30?
Yeah. $20.
It wasn't Hellblade 30?
Yeah, Hellblade's 30. Yeah. It won awards. Cuphead and Hellblade won awards.
So my thing is, I hear people that talk bad because the game is $30, but it's for me is longevity with the game. This game has longevity that's worth way better than the $30, and for that price point, I might just cop it just to have it. I played it before, and the visuals. I understand the concept of State of Decay. So I really enjoy, building friendships, trying to build your community, look for resources and stuff like that. And with the reveal, it looked way much better than the first one. And did the first one cost it 60?
It was like around the same 30. It's like 20.
Yeah, around 30. The remaster cost at 30. The OG 360 one was $20.
Yeah.
Okay, so you basically getting an upgrade for a second title of a game that basically still costs the same.
And it's Game Pass, right? Yeah.
And it's gonna be on Game Pass. Yep. So I might fucks with it. It's fuckwittable. It's fuckwittable.
I love that saying,
that's some new.
I just don't understand why people. I don't understand why people crying over you saving about $30 plus tax. You know what I mean? On a game that has more longevity. As much as I like Call of Duty, it has longevity. But Call of Duty World War II is not longevity with me right now. I'm not trying to get the new map packs because you know why? That $60 game and excite me. Go buy no add-ons to it. So I'm gonna stick with my plain maps and just chalk up the 60. But if State of Decay 2 is gonna have a possibility to me play with some more friends in an open environment. And there's permadeath. That's it. It's a wrap. Permadeath. People don't understand. When you die off of permadeath, that is it. You got to start from the beginning. So if you fuck up and you get your shit right in that game, and you do some dumb shit or make a dumb decision in that game, you're gonna get permadeath, and it's gonna cost your teammates. You know what I mean?
So to keep your heart pumping.
Yeah, it gets your blood pumping, it gets your mind thinking. So. $30 is a sweet price, especially in this day and age when not a lot of people can afford $60 game all the damn time. 30 is a great price point. And
$100 games. I mean,
I paid $100 for Destiny 2. I ain't played that shit in months, and I'm mad. I'm sitting at Destiny 2. They got me so fucking good, man.
Lady, I'm right there with you, girl. They got me good.
I'm looking at Destiny 2 on my stuff, and I'm like, I don't play it, but I can see State of Decay 2 being playable. So, and I just think people are really, like I said before, and I say it again, people are just super sensitive about things these days.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Yeah. People have been. I don't understand this. Like the reveal of this game, Sea of Thieves. We haven't really seen anything from Crackdown yet, so that's still up in the air for a lot of reasons. But for all these things, and plus when we get further into the topics, there's more great news coming down the pike from Xbox. They're still doom and gloom. Like there's a lot of like Xbox is not doing anything. Like they're not going to show us jack. And I'm like, what are you claiming to be an Xbox, a pro Xbox fan for? I mean, look, in all retrospect, you should, if most of us, all of us has multiple consoles. So, it's not like it's just for whoever, what you prefer. Like people that prefer a PlayStation, I'm cool with that. You prefer the Switch or Wii U, whatever, I'm cool with that. PC, cool with that. But don't hate on the Xbox community because they prefer their Xbox. I think that's the silliest shit. And then with Xbox fans that listen to it is even more deranged to me. So anyway, let's get on to what do you think about this live wire? What is your thoughts about State of Decay? Are you excited about it? You gonna cop it?
Yeah, I bought State of Decay twice already. I bought it for the 360 and I bought it for the definitive edition. Yeah, so I'm definitely getting it, man. This shit look hot. It's $30. Well, for me it's gonna be like about 30 something because I'm gonna have Game Pass, but then I'm gonna get the DLC, which is like 20. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, that should be good right there. But yeah, man, I can't wait. The thing I noticed about a lot of Xbox games, I think what they're doing more of is they're trying to be a little bit more flexible. Kind of like it's like open-ended, like, there's no like definitive end in sight. And I think that they're going to do kind of something similar to State of Decay. There'll probably be a part 3, but what I'm saying is like, with all the DLC and the packs, they could do some shit, man. They could do some Walking Dead shit, man. I was just saying, it was me and Triple Cup, we were talking about if they did a Walking Dead DLC, they could charge $30 just for that, and people would eat that shit up.
Yeah, they kind of expansion.
Yeah, straight up. If they, imagine this: if they just did a Walking Dead expansion, They'd be like, all right, because see if these cost $30. We'll do the Walking Dead expansion, similar to like Destiny, right? But you know, they'll do a year later. They built a full map that follows, you know, the Walking Dead from what was it, Atlanta to Virginia?
Atlanta?
Was it? Yeah, so you got to go past all the places that they fought. You know, you go against all the bad guys they dealt with Negan and the governor, and you know all that shit. Man, people would eat that shit up. All you have to do is have like Glenn come on stage and be like, "Now see who you can keep alive." What? People would love that shit. They be like, "What? Glenn don't gotta die? Oh hell yeah, I'm on this shit." You know, like people would eat that shit up. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, Microsoft has done partnerships, you know, Fast and the Furious and most of that stuff with and Hot Wheels and what else they do a partnership with? Trying to think. I don't know, but I mean, I can see it. It has potential, man. It has a lot of potential.
Yeah, yes, it does. I do agree. It has a lot of potential. So, what about you, Triple Cup? Are you excited about this? What did you think about the reveal?
Man, hey, live. Just tell you, man, we were speculating our asses off. But one thing I will say about it though, I heard a lot of people saying about Microsoft with their marketing with the State of Decay and Sea of Thieves, but Sea of Thieves finna come out. They need everybody focusing on that. They're gonna wait till that game come out, then we really gonna see State of Decay. So what we seeing is a little small crumb. So what y'all think y'all seeing something? No, we ain't seeing nothing yet. So they got a lot of stuff that they're gonna be coming with, but you gotta let Sea of Thieves come out first, because when people focus their attention on State of Decay, they gonna it's gonna kind of like hurt Sea of Thieves a little bit. You want everybody focused right here on Sea of Thieves. Then after Sea of Thieves drop, boom, right after that, State of Decay. And then the way the games are set up, you can play Sea of Thieves all the way until State of Decay come out without saying, oh, this game here is the guy boring or whatever like that. You have enough time to play that all the way to State of Decay. Once you get to State of Decay, man, hey, I gotta give a shout out to 100 because he the one made me buy the first game. He was saying, man, it's something like The Walking Dead. You got to go. You got to survive. If you die, it's permadeath. Ain't no coming back. I'm like, yeah. So I get in there and get to playing it. And I got so far, I'm just being careless and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, my man got ripped in half. And I think it was live where I had told me this. He said, man, know what you got to do? As soon as your man get ready to die, I'm going to tell y'all the cheat code. You hold it, you go to the controller and you turn it off. Turn it off fast. When you turn it off, you can bring your person back. Are they live? You know what? That's genius. So that's what I started doing from there on. But when I seen the part 2, man, I wanted that game because all they had to do was on part 1. I liked it, but the graphics, it was so 360-ish. Well, you know what I'm saying? I got so used to this steak, I can't go back to no pork chops. So you know what I'm saying? It's just that look of it. I was like, man, what's wrong with this here? So I was playing it, it's fun. I feel the whole concept is off the meter. It's like way up there. But so when I see this here coming out strictly for the Xbox and they focusing strictly on the Xbox, we know we're gonna get the X enhanced. So I'm gonna get that. But just because I know it's gonna be better than the last one, I mean, gonna have everything in the last one, but just look better and run better. Yeah, and bigger. Oh man, that's everything right there. And like I was saying, Walking Dead DLC, $50. It's coming out my back pocket right now. You want my credit card, debit card, charging? You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Like Delilah, do you think you think people would go, buy it even if it was 60? Like, but they would like go balls to the wall, like straight up.
Yeah.
Like Walking Dead, you get to play the 3 maps of where.
Why you keep bringing up The Walking Dead? That's just a theory.
No. But I'm just saying.
Man, speculation.
No.
Yeah, that's a lot of speculation on that.
So have people thinking it's a Walking Dead expansion for real?
No. But what I'm just saying is, imagine all the characters. They put all the characters in, like all the people that died, all the people
you should write up something and send it to the developers. You that passionate about?
I know. That's exactly what you need to do. Yes,
drop a tweet to Phil. Drop a tweet to Phil.
Right.
I know. I mean, I know the issue is, that shit gonna cost hella bread. Because they're making their own game, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, their own game they come out with next year.
Yeah,
I think that game that's gonna come out next year is gonna be like a kind of like a single player experience, though.
Or they could do a straight up standalone. They could do a standalone for that if they wanted to.
Yeah. That's how it is, showing it from a different angle. Same how they doing with Clementine. They just showing The Walking Dead from a different angle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And no one forgive them for Fear the Walking Dead.
Talking about Overkill or something like that, right?
Yeah, Overkill. They're the ones who made the bank robbing game. Can't remember what it's called.
Payday.
Yeah, Payday. No, yeah, Payday. Overkill's doing that one, and it's supposed to be like a 4-player survival in Washington during the outbreak.
Man, where these chickens at?
So regardless, so anyway, we're gonna get off of you, Livewire, because if I hear one more Walking Dead,
All right, my bad.
He's gonna turn into a zombie.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna give you the ejecto seeker. No, I'm just playing. It's just saying, my goodness. 108 Dragons, State of Decay 2. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there, dog. I'm listening. First of all, I
What
want
you
to
think?
talk. People, first of all, this game from what we seen from the reveal blew me up, blew my socks off. The first game, let's not forget, was $30, but it was an arcade game, so you didn't expect no visual anything from this title. Now, from the second part, for those people who didn't play the first part, let me explain what you're getting. You're getting The Sims in terms of with the community, developing your character. You're getting the Left 4 Dead, not the Walking Dead. You're getting the Left 4 Dead scenario where, you know, you got the zombie aspects. They got the beastly zombies. You got the like the little zombies.
Yeah.
Right. Then you're getting like a sim city, because you got to develop your community. Everything matters in the game, to your harvesting food, to developing your character. And when you die, you don't come back. So it draws you in like a RPG because you put a lot into your character. It's got like so many different aspects. And now, even though the game is $30, which I still don't understand why people complain about a game coming to you at a bargain price. Why do you care if it costs $30? Why do you care if Microsoft?
They probably even gonna buy it. That's the crazy part,
right? Because if you see from what they did, if you look at the original and you look at this game, they two different games in terms of graphical features, in terms of just the presentation of the game is over the top, right? It's just over the top. So why do you care? Is it $30? Some people just talk, like I always say, this social media stuff just gives too many dummies voices. It just does. Because why do you care? This game is going to be a hit. Zombie games are been on fire for years. Every damn near every damn Call of Duty got zombies in it. Dead Rising,
Rainbow Six Siege now.
Right, Rainbow Six Siege. Left 4 Dead Last Generation. My daughter was 7.
Dead Rising.
All she want to do is shoot zombies. Okay, this game is a community game, 4-player co-op with all the additives I added into it. I am stunned on what they showed the other day, because I didn't expect anything out of this game, let alone to be looking like that. So I'm impressed.
Yeah, no,
$30 is nothing.
Yeah, no.
Go buy Chinese food for the family. With $30, you're about $20 short. Facts.
Damn. It's like that in New York. It's like that up in New York.
It's like that. It's like that. I go to Come Cow.
Get some red beans and rice.
Down the block from where Biggie Smalls live. I go to Come Cow, baby. Facts.
Oh man, you talk about $50 for Chinese.
If you think about this, the reveal from 2 or 3 years back. Y'all remember the reveal, right?
Right.
What we saw recently basically skull dragged that through the gutters. All right. That's how good the visuals looked compared to what we've seen 3 years ago.
And think about that, Collider. That was a pre-rendered trailer that they made.
That's the thing.
This is the actual, and this isn't even the final build, right? This is just the working build that they were showing off.
Yep.
You know what's going
like 6 months old.
And I hate to say this because Live done killed it, because I'm a Walking Dead retard. Yo, no. I'm not gonna say it, but y'all know what I'm referring to. When you get involved with your character and you put this hard work into it. You see, we play RPGs all the time, and when you die in a boss battle, you bring that same dude back with those powers. Watch what happens when you die in this game and you starting off like a farmer with no socks on, playing with worms. You're gonna be hurt. You're gonna take care of that character.
I lost my first character. I was just pissed.
Just one more.
The character. Something in the game.
Bob and that damn. Come on.
It means something. It's an investment.
Don't blame me. I ain't say shit.
Well, you kept talking about that. Look, I mean,
number one show in the country besides Power. Let's not do that.
That's
number
great.
one show in the country.
It's great, but I
one
mean,
show in the country it's about zombies.
Yeah,
it matters.
It does.
It's gonna be a big game.
Okay, so before I go to Smash and before we move on to the next topic, I do want to ask everybody. I made a point of saying that it reminded me of Left 4 Dead, and I got insulted by the PC community.
Real.
Wow. I said it had a similar feel of.
Really?
Man, look, y'all know how these gaming streets are. Yeah, some of you guys know what's been going on, bro. It's crazy in these gaming streets, but regardless, it's like I said, look, I said it has a similar feel. I said on Twitter, I said it has a similar feel to Left 4 Dead for me, especially with the 4-player co-op. It's not as fast, hits you hard in the face like Left 4 Dead, but that 4-player co-op, it's a much more realistic feel than it has in it. And how dare you? It's not nowhere near the great. I'm like, well, come on. So let me ask you guys. This is for anybody you can jump in. Did you feel that game had any type of similarities to Left 4 Dead at all?
Yes, it does. Yes. First of all, let's just talk. You see, this is why people, when they talk, they don't think.
Zombies, guns, death.
Let me tell you something.
Different type of zombies on top of that.
I'm gonna drop some real history right now. Left 4 Dead came out on PC and took PC by storm. Not quite to the point of PUBG, but when it hit console, that was an exclusive.
Why does it feel like he always doing his history lesson every time?
Because those is facts.
Bring sharpness in the book.
Back in 1985,
I don't forget
when time was good. Sit down. I got a story to tell you.
One-on-one, baby.
Back in my days.
But I want y'all to listen. I want to bring this point I want to bring this point. People forget this. Left 4 Dead hit consoles. It was an exclusive on Xbox, and it surpassed Halo for most played online for about 8 months. Facts. This is why I know my history, baby, because I know what I'm talking about.
It's one of my. It's definitely my. It was my favorite.
That's why it's key.
Game last generation.
Hands PC dudes was upset when it was successful on console. They anal about everything anyway. I'm a PC gamer. Y'all dudes is too much in your emotions. Play more.
What the
play
hell?
More, get out your feelings.
It has no similarities to it. If anything, that X-Bone game has a.
Why are there so many different kinds of zombies then?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Right? It has a feel to it. I didn't say it was Left 4 Dead. I said it had a feel to it with that 4-player co-op.
I'm using your line. Anyway. Master race, worrying about the bottom feeders. Why do you care?
Thank you.
What a black chicken at, man?
Let me not say no more. Somebody hacked my YouTube channel.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, so all right. To you, Smash, to Knuckles. What did you think about the reveal? Are you going to cop it? Are you going to get the $50 version? You going to go big and get that $50 version, or are you going to go ahead and get the 30 or Game Pass? Or you're not interested?
Look how you say it.
I'm absolutely going to get that ultimate version. Here's what my issue is with people complaining about the price. Why does price have to be quality? Why does something more expensive have to be just out the gate better than something that's half the price? There's a theory out there called the retail theory, where if you take 3 items of the same quality and put them at different prices, so you can have a cheap, average, and expensive, people are always going to go for the expensive because they think, oh, it's higher cost, it must be better quality. Not
Walmart. True. Let me do this. Walmart, Dollar Store, Family Dollar. That's what you get. People mostly go to Walmart, but they don't know that Walmart owns Family Dollar and the Dollar General store. Okay,
I mean the same truck go to all of them.
But what I'm saying is that they complaining about it is that it's $30, and this game is already offering a lot. Like if you play, like Lady was saying, the original arcade back on the 360 was a smash hit at $20. It was buggy as hell. It did not look good, but it was unique in what it did. It made you actually think about what you were doing and punish people who did stupid things. When you died, you lost all the progress and all the levels you put in that character and have to start over. You still keep your community, you still keep some of your equipment, but you lose all the progress you made with that character. So you have to start over. Permadeath is no joke, and it's why that this game is unique, because it's baked into its DNA. It won't let you keep certain things, but you be stupid by running around in the middle of the night trying to think you could take on like 2 massive hordes. No, you're gonna get screwed, and you're gonna suffer for it, and then you have no one to bitch and moan at except yourself. But the thing is, the game, they changed the engines, and it looks beautiful. And what they're doing, the melee combat looks so much better and plays so much better than what it did back then. Facts. This was a small arcade game that did so good that Microsoft said, you know what, we're going to help you out. We're going to fund you to do a sequel, and we want to see what you could do. You're getting 3 maps on this game, right? That game came out for $20, had 2 expansions for another $20. Big maps that did a lot. This, you're getting $30 for 3 maps out the gate that are all going to be equally large areas. And then they're doing 2 big expansions and offering a bunch of extras in it. And then the fact that for $50, you're getting the first game that was remastered, and a really good remaster for the Xbox One for the price of less than a brand new game. That is the base, because you're paying half of that, half of what you would pay for a gold version of any other game. And even better, if you don't want to take a hit on $30, it's gonna be in Game Pass on launch day for $10. Go drop that if you don't want to drop $30. Like, the fact that people are so mad about this gets me worked up, because it's something unique. People say they want something new and unique. We're getting it, and they're complaining about it. They were mad that we didn't get a date. As soon as we got a date, we're gonna complain about the price.
Let's be real. It's people who's not even gonna buy the game. Is complaining.
Exactly
Right.
And they need nothing to be on the commercial.
All right, calm down, baby Xbox. Calm down.
Hey, he need to be on that selling the phone, man.
Yeah,
Knuckles had a church. Pass that offering around. I'm doing the double take, baby. That was crazy right there. Preach.
That's right. Baked into the DNA.
And
I like that.
She's right. It's the people who aren't even gonna buy the game that are complaining about it, but they're the ones who are the most vocal. And people are wondering why Xbox doesn't do and Microsoft doesn't fund big advertisements and big things. Is because of the fact that when the own community won't even stand by their decisions and won't even support them when they put out something like this that's a surprise and turn around and instantly give them hate, why do you think they're going to drop millions of dollars on big budget advertisements if their own community won't even stand by them? Like, think about that for a second.
Right.
The dudes, the minorities got the voice, man.
Exactly. And that's the worst part about it.
It's the vocal minority.
Urban Gamer T said it perfectly. This was the biggest. This was so huge that it got so huge because of the fact that they dropped that price to $20, and that was NFL 2K5.
Yep.
And it put a ripple so bad in football games. It made Madden lock down the franchise. I mean, lock down the marketing rights.
Skip a year.
Man, NFL 2K football was, and that game had so much content. That game was so much better. And it was only $20. They were like, it was like the ultimate fuck you. You know what I'm saying? We'll take the hit. We'll take the loss.
Yo, on some real shit, I remember trying to sell that game to my friends.
See, Delilah, that's another history lesson for the chalk books.
Oh my God. Anyway, so good point.
I was saying, it's the fact that these people who are the most vocal about it that are given the worst bad.
It's the minorities.
It is the minority, but they're the ones that are causing it hard for the hardcore that actually stand by what they're doing. And this is why we're not seeing big advertisement, because when the most vocal and the community are standing against their own brand, that says something. And Live, I'm surprised you weren't going with your narrative of saying that this is why Days Gone got delayed, because this game got them turning tail.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I think because I think the Days, I don't know, man. That shit look like The Last of Us, bro.
It's Uncharted zombie DLC. That's what it is.
I wouldn't even
call it that over the shoulder template they use for all their
story.
It is.
Yeah, to me, that's the biggest issue, because what hurts it more is like when that's gonna come out within probably the same year, right? Within The Last of Us. Most casuals are gonna look at it like, oh, I just bought that game already.
True.
I don't know. Maybe not. But we'll get to the third topic. Let's get to the third topic, because that's what we're talking about right here. It's Days Gone, and that is it got pushed back, And there's also rumors of the PS5 dev kits going out to third-party devs. And so I want to hear you guys' thoughts. I'm going to go to you, Triple Cup Chuck, first. What do you think about this whole Days Gone being pushed back? I mean, does it even matter? And then also about the PS5 dev kits.
Okay,
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, about it getting pushed back. I mean, that's a given. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no expectations for that game coming out no earlier than 2019. So that's something to me, it was a given. That was something they even had to announce. I knew that from the jump. I mean, I figured like, y'all probably felt the same way too about that game and Spider-Man gonna get pushed back. You know what I'm saying? That's how Sony rocks. So one gonna get pushed back a year and one might come out in 2020. I don't put that past them. But what you were saying about what I felt about the other, what was the other thing you said felt about?
That was about the dev kits. So there was a rumor about the PS5 dev kits going out because it's supposed to be rumored that the PS5 is supposed to come out this next year. So
hey, what's that magic number I told you? 80 million. Sony is this close to touching that 80 million mark. Why in the hell would they come out with a PlayStation 5? I mean, it's not about the hardware. Hardware don't make you the money, the software. So you got the more hardware you got out there, the more software you can sell. I mean, it's console war.
It's drop Pro, ain't it?
Yeah, it's console war for us. This console world.
They not dropping no.
They ain't worried about. Yeah, they ain't worried about that. Long as once they hit that 80 million mark, most of their games can at least sell 1 million. So now they're making money. Why? As soon as you start making money, let's say if I'm on a block and as soon as I get this block hot, they always start flipping. Why would I go to another block and and try to start all the way over again? No, you don't do that. You make your money while you can, while it's good, and then when you see you squeezing all the milk out of this one, that's when you move on to the next cow.
Yeah, I mean, I say what about PlayStation games tells you that it needs a new console? Like they're not pushing a bunch of NPCs on the screen.
Not
I mean,
right.
It's all about, and the visuals are fine. So it's like, would they need a PS5 just to say 4K?
That's but also, right. Also, these
but the Pro can do 4K. Remember?
Yeah, well, it's dynamic, so therefore, they rocking that shit. So it is what it is.
It's like stereo. It's like having 5.1 surround sound versus stereo. But anyway,
but I mean, that's just for us, man. That's just us. With this
they can't change generations without the developers backing, and they don't. Microsoft or PlayStation or Sony, excuse me, they don't make the decision to change generations. The developers do. Because you could change all you want, the developers won't support. If they don't support, your console will fail. So they have to go to the developers and like, have we reached that peak moment where we need a new console generation? Which they're not going to make that move without them. And PlayStation 5 and the next Xbox at this point is just stupid. They just released a Pro in 2016.
Yeah.
Right. I totally agree.
They be burning their own bridge. That's
And then the rumors. Well, I say 20. I say 2020.
2020 is
the earliest. Yeah, yeah. But they'd also say that it really doesn't make any sense for them to want to kind of basically start over. And even with the rumors of the back compat that you could play back compat PlayStation 4 games, which would be absolutely smart for PlayStation to do.
No,
the fact of it
was compatibility. Nobody plays that, Mega.
Yeah, well, that narrative will change.
Nobody wants
that. That narrative will all change once that happens. But the fact of it is that you know what people are going to do? It's going to be the same thing that happened with the Xbox One and the 360. People will say, I will get the Xbox when the price goes down, when the price goes down, I'm not paying $500, and I'm still getting these games on this 360, so I'm good. And when you'll still be getting those games, that was a great point that you made, Lemon, because the fact of it was that they still had to make games for both generations for 2 years before they actually really stopped doing this. So,
with Call of Duty, it hurt because they couldn't even put the game on one disc, so they just were giving them just multiplayer.
Right. So what about you, Infamous? Where are you do you think that the PlayStation 5 is going to come anywhere near next year? And what about the what did I say earlier? I forgot already. That's what I really wanted to
about. Days Gone.
About Days Gone. Yeah, about Days Gone.
Delayed till 2019. Am I correct? Well, shit. It better. I don't mind. That was one of my games on the list that I wanted to get this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put in the same category with Red Dead 2. They just want to perfect that game. So yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, I'm not fit to like cry over it or lose sleep about it. And with the PlayStation 5, I'm gonna say 2021.
Mhm.
Because there's so many avenues that they can explore with the Pro. I truly believe that the PlayStation 5 will be backwards compatible. If they don't get it, if they don't got it, and we talking about PlayStation 1 games and real old, like classic PlayStation games that we can be able to play on a PlayStation 5.
Oh shit.
I hope they do it because they know that they don't have that leverage right now. There's only so many games that you can play with the PlayStation as far as classics are concerned. You feel me? So, am I worried? Am I like worried about PlayStation 5? No, because I'm happily satisfied with my PlayStation 4, and with my setup, that's what I'm good at right now. But it's always good to keep your eyes open just to see, because like before we even see like the public see anything, them devs have to work with that hardware. They got to see what's up with that hardware, and I just hope that I hope it be successful. But it ain't coming out no time soon, and if it did, it better have more bells and whistles than the X. And I just don't think with the Pro right now, they're neck and neck as far as capabilities concerned. People talk about checkerboard all the time and frame rates and resolution. I'm just judging with my eyes. You know what I mean? When I play my Xbox, it look good. When I play my PlayStation, it looks good. Nothing's better. None's better than the other. You feel me? But I hope them devs can be able to handle any specifications that PlayStation 5 is going to offer, because if not, it's going to suffer. So I say 2021, $600.
Woo!
The price on that thing.
Damn. So what are they gonna say? You need to get another job to get the PlayStation 5?
They might use $600 again.
$50 every 2 weeks, every week. Call it a day.
Lay away that thing.
Lay away that thing.
Oh, okay. So anyway, let me introduce to somebody in the chat. He's one of my favorite trolls. He's always giving me hell for whatever reason. Silverburst Gamer, and he wants an invite. He's demanding for an invite. We've never discussed the invite. He just said he wants an invite. So now
he ain't getting in. He ain't getting in.
Now because he don't get his way, he's saying that people just don't play cult games. What are you talking about, bro? We're not even bashing PlayStation. We're over here doing it. We're over here talking about.
We're guessing when the PlayStation 5 is
out. There you go.
Wait until I get on.
I ain't saying nothing wrong about the game, and I don't think my comrades.
Man, look. But anyway, I'm glad that you can come on and be a part of the show. Yeah, but relax.
You let this dude disrupt the show. Come on, keep it pushing.
Well, I just had to, because he was going to keep doing this all day, all night. Go ahead, Delilah. What was your thought process? what was your thought process about this?
So in regards to the PlayStation 5 putting dev kits out there, that's all fine and good. I don't think if they are great, cool, but I don't think we're gonna see a release of the system until 2021 would be a good guess. Because they just dropped the mid-gen refresh. That should tell you, like, if it's mid-gen, we already put 4 years in, drop a mid-gen refresh, so you got another 4 years. Do the math. I mean, 2021, 2022 seems more reasonable to me. I'm not about to drop another 500, 499 or whatever on another system anyway. I will wait regardless.
No, the X is, see, the Xbox would have the same problem.
Yes,
that they did with the 360, because the X is such a phenomenal console.
It's really, really well done.
PlayStation fans is not right.
I sit right next to my X, and that junk is super quiet. It blows my mind.
It's super small too.
Yeah.
Hey, one thing they could do is drop a new Pro.
That would make no sense.
No, they cannot.
Because there's people that don't even want to get the Pro now.
They're gonna go the way of Sega with the Sega CD.
Right? Yeah. Hey, look, man, I love the Sega CD, even though it
was dope. It was dope for the time, but that was the nail in the coffin, bro.
The Pro was not made for brand new games taking advantage. The Pro was made for VR.
Yeah.
So let's stop confusing why they made it.
Good point.
That's the point.
Do you guys think that Microsoft? I'm going off topic.
No, go ahead. Go. What was going on?
Do you guys think that Microsoft's going to do something regarding VR, like with their methodology?
No, we got to get into
one of the topics.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry.
We got to talk about it. Come on, we ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get into
my bad, because it's another whole other thing.
Well, the Pro was made for VR. That's what it was made for, and the X was made to put PlayStation back in line. Microsoft put big money up. They're not going to lose the power race to somebody they got more money than. Okay, that's what happened. The first Xbox was 1080i 5.1. When the president of Sony said, if they bring out a system that can go online and have voice chat with 5.1 gaming, I'll eat my underwears. I'm waiting for him to drop that Tabasco sauce on Fruit of Loom still today. Okay?
Fruit of Loom.
No. This is why I dropped them history lessons. This is why I dropped them history lessons. This is what the president said. And then when it came down to the cell chip with the 360, you can't beat Microsoft at what they do. Them, Apple, and Samsung got the best engineers on the planet. If they decide to make the most powerful system, they're going to do it. The Xbox X is a monster. And the only thing held them back from putting a more powerful CPU in there was price. Because everything else is dominant. The Pro. The Pro has 3 gigabytes of DDR, 1 gigabyte of GDR3 RAM extra. That's a joke. These dudes put 12 gigabytes of GDR5, the plus version. They put a 6 teraflop GPU. You cannot compare that to the Pro. It just don't make no sense.
Well, no, and that's the one thing when I got laughed out the building, when I sit there, I said, look, I said the Xbox One X is future proof because a lot of people, because once people invest that $500 into this console, they wanted to see results. Well, we've seen the results, but we haven't even seen what this thing can actually really do because they're still holding back because of the S and because of the Xbox One's fat. Yeah, and that's what
refresh rates, HDMI 2.1.
Right, and then so when the PlayStation 5 so it just doesn't make any sense.
That's ridiculous.
5 come out next year. Lady is right. That console is going to be expensive because it's going to have more bells and whistles than the X. It has to.
It has to.
And so do you think that the PlayStation brass, do you think PlayStation Nation will fork out $500 or more dollars for a console just because you can play back compat? There will be some, yes, but it will not be the masses that they have that's on the PlayStation 4 right now, and they will not generate that same math. It'll be the same problem that the Xbox One had this generation.
Well, hold on, Mega.
It would be suicide.
Xbox One X already outsold the Pro? Didn't that happen already?
It's outpacing it. Yep.
Yeah, it is.
So if y'all not buying the Pro, you want a 5 to beat the Pro. beat the X, but you don't want to pay for the Pro. That adds up. Think about it.
Anyway, I'm just saying, kaleidoscope, because you sounded like you over there. You having an infinity war with your mic over there. You sound like Thanos. The mic is whooping your ass right now. So what do you think about the rumors of the PlayStation 5 giving out dev kits, and also Days Gone being delayed?
All right, well, Days Gone, they need a complete engine overhaul, bro. I mean, just from what I saw from the E3 a couple of years back, the zombies was falling over themselves, and he was shooting zombies in the toes, and they was falling down over dead. All right, I mean, come on, man. Where's the challenge in that, bro? And then all the zombies, it looked like they was colored with watercolors. All right. Now, comparing State of Decay, the colors popped for every character that was on screen. But in that game, Days Gone, the only character that popped was the central character. Every other character looked washed out, and they all looked the same, bro. Damn. All right. This is basically Call of Duty physics. Shoot them in the toes, and they fall over. All right. So that's why I think they delayed it. All right. They delayed it because of that. All right, that's one of the reasons they delayed it, because they seen all these games coming out. They saw State of Decay, and the Sony brass was like, "Oh hell no, yo, we need to go back to the shop. We need to take it back." You know what I'm saying? Because we got to do this right. Because if not, people's gonna be clowning us if we release this year.
Okay,
Now,
all right.
PlayStation 5, I agree with Lady Infamous and Delilah and everybody. I think it's going to be 2020, 2021. All right, and it'll probably be backwards compatible, but there's no reason for them to release it now, really, because they're about to get 80 million sold. They're generating the most money on that. If you think about it, at the beginning of this generation, the PlayStation 4, they brought out Killzone Shadowfall, right? That shit sold 2.5 million and whatnot. And then it was, after 2 months, nobody talked about it. Now, if it would have came out on the PlayStation 3 at the same time, you know, a slimmed down version, they might have made more bank. You know what I'm saying? So they be cutting into their own profits.
You said nobody talked about say that again. What's that game again? I bought that at
Killzone Shadowfall.
Oh, yeah. You said nobody talked about it, right?
Yeah, well, at least after 2 months, man. I was in nobody talking about it.
Anyway, it didn't have no voice chat.
Wow. Okay.
Man down.
Okay, so let me go ahead and just get to the next topic. But before I go, I have to give this. I got to give this shout out again because this is hilarious. I like my trolls. I do. I like my trolls. Or in this case, he's like K Mega. I should read this in a professional manner. K Mega. This is not a gaming podcast. This is an ex-cult meeting. Keep up. I'm a European. English is my third language. You piece of shit. Could you have advantage?
Imagine giving this person a platform.
Stay a loser. Okay, thank you, Burst. I really appreciate that. When I make my video, I hope you get there and you will greet me with your dislike and your comment.
And why you felt like he had to say his nationality?
He does that all the time because he always talk about that we don't talk proper English or you know it's one of the.
Pues mira, papá, yo te puedo hablar en español también.
Thank you, talking anyway.
This is podcast. I don't want to hit him with this.
That's right. See, all right.
Hey, we'll get him around the same way.
Y'all keep speaking and all that other shit. They gonna start calling ICE. I'm not dealing with it. Come on.
I'm gonna tell him something real quick, so he can understand and whatnot. In Spanish, mira, el Xbox es el rey y el PlayStation una mierda, papá.
All right, nice. Okay, let's get to it. Man, this is only the fourth topic, man. I believe you only got me. Okay, let's go. The state of Japanese games on the Xbox right now, and this is kind of basically a two-part question, but I'm going to ask everybody this question first. So I'm going to go to you, Kaleidoscope, because you asked that question. I thought that was a great topic for tonight. And so, what is your mindset on this? Where do you think where Xbox stand with Japanese games right now?
They've actually done a lot of inroads. All right, definitely, especially with last year's E3, actually demonstrating Japanese games on stage at the E3. And Phil Spencer and the Microsoft brass, they was paying attention. So was the Japanese devs. Right, because when they showed Dragon Ball FighterZ, the Xbox audience lost their minds. All right, and Japanese devs like seeing that, it's like, dang man, look at all these fans we got on the Xbox, and we're not bringing them games. So that's going to make them change. Of course, you know they're actually going to do a complete 360. And so far this year, we have Monster Hunter World on the on the Xbox One platform. There's never been a Monster Hunter on the Xbox platform, at least in the States, because there was an exclusive Monster Hunter game last generation on the 360 that was only in Japan. But this one was the first one that actually hit stateside, and is making gangbuster dollars. It's at 7.5 million, the biggest selling Capcom title of all time. Yeah.
So that's another history lesson. Colada, so
yeah, definitely
made a Monster Hunter in Japan for all 15 people that own an Xbox?
Yep, that is so true. Exactly, last generation, yo, and they never brought it stateside. Wow. Now, also, we had gotten that Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, also by Namco Bandai. We had gotten Dragon Ball FighterZ. So we've had a few titles already dropping that are Japanese influenced. Besides that, we've had Battle Chasers, which has definitely DNA from the Japanese, from the Japanese market. We've had games like Shiness show up on the Xbox, which is also another JRPG, which is kind of sweet. I haven't copped it yet, but maybe sometime in the future. But that Sword Art Online, it actually made me want to go check out the anime. All right. And the anime is on some shit because they told me after the second season, it leads right into GGO, which is what this one is, Gun Gal Online or Gun Gale Online. But it's actually called Sword Art because that's the main name that everybody knows it by. The game is freaking phenomenal, yo. I mean, $60 is worth the price of admission. You know what I'm saying? You price things accordingly, not do a remaster that's from a 10-year-old game or a 20-year-old game and charge people $60 for it. No, that's bullshit, yo. All right, you need to charge them 20 because that's how old that shit looks. It doesn't matter if you make them sprites look high def. That shit is still $20, bro. All right. Now, besides that, though, we got more games coming out this year. I know at this E3, they're going to be showing some more Japanese games on stage. Now, I'm thinking, I saw a rumor recently for Vanquish 2. Vanquish 2. And what did we just get recently on backwards compatibility?
Vanquished.
You know what I'm saying? And then Vanquish 2, that rumor, I'm like thinking, wow, how amazing would it be if Microsoft shows up at E3 and shows off Vanquish 2 exclusive to the Xbox platform, shows off Ninja Gaiden 3 exclusive to the Xbox platform, and for shits and giggles, they throw in Lost Odyssey 2. That would be some crazy shit, yo. They would take the whole stage, yo. PlayStation wouldn't know what to do. Know what I'm saying? They wouldn't know what to do if they came out with these three heavy hitters. Now, I'm not so sure about Lost Odyssey, but the other two, there's a lot of rumors concerning the other two.
Yeah, there is. There is a lot of rumors for the other two. All right, good enough. So I'm going to go to the other knowledgeable guy. We're going to call him Kidbot because he sounds like he's Xbot's son or something. You know what I'm saying? Bloody Knuckles. What do you think about the state of? Because I know you're really heavy into anime as well. What do you feel about Xbox, their state with the games, with the anime games right now? Well, Japanese games in general right now.
Oh, I'm excited for it. You know, as Kaleidoscope was bringing up, it's a good thing to see him. I was one of those fans that got absolutely excited when they showed off fighters because I loved the Dragon Ball Fighters games. Budokai, Tenkaichi, all of them on the PS2 were phenomenal. You know, the last few have just been really lackluster, and this one was very unique because it was going that 2D. It was being done by Arc System, and I love Guilty Gear. I love, you know, what they've done throughout, and I'm glad we're seeing that support now. You know, we know that Xbox is not big in Japan. We've known that at least for this generation. You know, we saw some of the
now it's been every generation.
Yeah, but we've seen some of the exclusives we got back on the 360, but we didn't have a lot of the big support outside of Bandai Namco just because of the fact that Bandai is the biggest name out there in Japan because they own the rights to all animes for merchandise. So when we're getting stuff from them, it's coming through Bandai because they have that rights. And I'm glad that we saw the Sword Art game. You know, as he pointed out, it's the Gun Gale storyline, but it is a big thing. And I'm glad that we're seeing that support with especially look at Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter has been a major franchise in Japan. We haven't seen it big outside here in the States, except on the handhelds, but it was never massive. With the launch of World, it has done and shipped 7.5 million copies, the biggest sale and biggest success for any Capcom game. That outdoes Mega Man, that outdoes Dead Rising, outdoes Street Fighter, everything. This game, this one game has been iterations across the past decade, and it finally made it to where it's perfect for veterans, it's perfect for new players, and this is a big Japanese game, and it is selling big on both PlayStation and Xbox. It is one of the top-selling digital games on the Xbox store. Let that show devs that, hey, if you make a game that is good, and you put it out, people will buy it. The Xbox want those games. We want games. We want good games. We want games that we enjoy. It doesn't matter. Bayonetta was big on the 360. Vanquish was big on the 360. That's all coming from Platinum. They're very unique. We've seen it with some of the Grasshopper games from Suda51 Studio, or not Suda51. One of the other big names out
Grasshopper
Grasshopper
manufacturer.
Studios. Yeah, exactly. And we've seen those from that kind of developer. Their Japanese games are very unique in the way that they do their aesthetics.
Yeah, I still remember Lollipop Chainsaw.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Lollipop Chainsaw and Shadows of the Damned.
Yep.
Very over the top games. They're very unique, but they're fast paced, they're fun, and they're good. We want those games because we want the support, but we want them to show and
Quality.
see that. Yeah, we want quality. And with Monster Hunter World, that has shown, because they're massively supporting that game. It is still selling very big, and we've seen it on some of our friends list. It is consistently played over and over again. I can vouch for that. Delilah said she's been playing it. Me and Khalid have done plenty of hours in that game together. The game is good.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter where it's coming from.
Yeah, no, the game is great. Well, I got to go to Lemon because Lemon's got to get ready to get out of here. But I do want to say this. I said that, look, we were just talking about the price point with State of Decay, right? The one thing with Japanese games, the biggest problem with the Japanese game is that they don't know how to relinquish their price. Like it's almost like highway robbery of what. Like I've been waiting to get what is that game? Attack on Titan. I said I was going to get it day one, and I was
they got a sequel out now, right?
I know the sequel's coming.
Yeah, it's coming out in the next month, I think.
You know but which will not fall lower than $30. I'm like, this game should be 20 now.
They don't sell enough. That's why.
I know, but the problem is that they will not keep selling if they keep those prices.
They have to learn
like that. They got to learn how to adjust to the market. So anyway, go ahead, Lemon. What is your thoughts about the state of Japanese games with the Xbox right now?
A lot of Japanese developers, man. This ain't like the early 90s. Into the 2000s where Japanese was heavy with the development, right? They kind of lost their lackluster appealing to everybody. They got to the point where they only appealed to the eastern side. That don't work because the two big markets, the first big market is us. The second big market is Europe. Japan is not a big market. So when you start appealing only to Japanese gamers, you're going to get Japanese gamer sales. Now, Monster Hunter has been a game that appeals to everyone. Resident Evil always appealed to everyone, Street Fighter. But these smaller Japanese game makers, they have to develop their minds to think outside of Japan. Like Kojima. Him and that dude who made Dead or Alive was the only two guys in Japan popping for a long time. And I ain't talking about Final Fantasy, but those two franchises, Metal Gear and Dead or Alive, whether it was volleyball, whatever it was, fighting game,
Ninja Gaiden,
right? Ninja Gaiden, they appeal to the Western, so they unite everybody. They have to think outside the box because no matter how good Nier Automata is, that is a heavy Japanese orientated game. Now Neo is a Japanese game, but it's not. It's more of an action game like Ninja Gaiden, so it appeals to everybody. But Neo, they have to express themselves a little bit better. They have to broaden their horizons. Think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's about. That's what I feel.
Okay, man. You got to sign off?
Yeah, I got to sign off. This is my birthday weekend. Shout out to your boy 108 Dragons. I'm going to go pop some bottles. That's what I do. But you know what?
My birthday's Wednesday.
That's why you're always trying to disagree with me because you're the other fish. Facts.
I already know.
Happy G-Day to y'all.
Thank you. But I also like to say, y'all know where to find your boy 108 Dragons TV. If you need some history lessons, because my mind is like a sponge, baby, I'm willing to drip it off and rinse all over you. Facts. Gotta go, people. Always a pleasure. I'm gonna go celebrate a little bit. I'll be here next Friday. Thank you for having me. Thank you for paying attention to me. I know I be going on, but this is what it is, baby. Information is the best nation, baby. See y'all.
See right there. We know. All right, later, bro. And that will be like 10 minutes. That will be taken away off of our sign out. So we should be getting off on time.
Love the other light skinned brother. I ain't leave yet.
I thought you was gone already. My bad. Anyway, no. All right, Living. Good shit, man. Go handle your business, pop your bottles, man, and happy birthday, man. Have a good time. Drink a couple.
Word up. Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, brother, man.
A couple of asses. Don't say that. I didn't say that. Anyway, so
indeed.
Triple Cup.
Yeah, it was good.
What do you think about? I know that you're not the connoisseur of all Japanese titles, but I mean, what do you think about Xbox right now and their Japanese lineup?
Well, until I see somebody from Japan playing the Madden game on Mixer, I feel the way they feel. They don't rock with us. Why should we be rocking with them? Everybody saying, man, wait till we get some Japanese games. Let's get us some Japanese games. Man, I ain't worried about their games. Their games is secondary to me because they ain't worried about us. They saying their money ain't coming right. If they don't want to act right, we got people like, let's say Monster Hunter. We get to bring a Japanese game. I love when a game like Monster Hunter just sell. Because now that mean that all these Japanese people like, damn, look at all this money we've been missing out on. Well, that's their ass. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna have to come to us. We don't even need to be saying we want no Japanese games. They need to be saying, man, we want to bring y'all games. That's how we need to be looking at this. See, we playing too much on this defense. I've been looking at, even in the console world, Xbox always been defense. I'm like, nah, man, what you got to do is you got to go offense on them. So when they do stuff like that, man, you don't just play defense, you play offense. Like, man, if y'all don't want to bring y'all games, I don't care. We got American games. Play football. Say something about that. Oh, y'all don't play football, but if we don't play JRPGs, we some type of way. But do y'all play American football? No, y'all don't even play no soccer. What is y'all doing over there? Playing teenage little girls in dresses? Man, keep all that. That's them. And some stuff I don't even need to be polluted with, even though they may got some fun games here and there, but they got too much pollution in them games. Man, cut all that out. You know what I'm saying? When something dying, even though you might got some good pieces, but you got to cut all that out. Get rid of all that. So if they don't want to rock with us, that's how I'm rocking with them. You know what I'm saying? I can't come one-sided. So you know what I'm saying? What I am is what I am. So some people don't like it, some people do like it. But I just got to keep it 100. If we start playing offense on them, watch how the game change. They can move the goalposts however they want to move it. But if we playing offense, we the one going toward it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got to rock around here.
Okay, so basically, let me get this right. That you do like some Japanese games? Okay, never mind. I'm just messing with you.
Yo, I want to bring something up real quick, though. I want to bring something up real quick that 108 Dragons touched up on about that they're catering to Western gamers. Actually, there was a tweet by CD Projekt Red saying that Geralt, the star of The Witcher 3, is going to be showing up in a major franchise this year. Now, what major Japanese franchise is coming out this year that's similar? That's based with swords? Soul Calibur 6. All right. And that would generate so many console sales for Soul Calibur 6 just in the West alone, just because Geralt is in it. Dude, the Japanese is paying attention, bro. And it's, of course, again, another game by Namco Bandai.
Yeah, I love my Namco Bandai.
And better yet, it's coming from Katsuya Harada, a.k.a. the man behind Tekken.
Yeah, of course. All right. Yeah, I know Harada. I know that. You know what? I got to be country a lot of times, and I can't be saying all these Japanese names, but you know what? I know Harada. Yo, Harada's son. Yes, that's my boy right there. Yes,
sir.
The mighty Tekken. So, okay, let's go over to the ladies before I go to Livewire because no telling what Livewire. You probably gonna talk about Walking Dead again. Anyway, so Infamous. What do you think about the state of Japanese games with Xbox right now?
It's very simple. We just need to see more of it.
Okay,
so we can balance the market. I truly believe that I believe that Xbox is making an effort to bring more Japanese titles to the brand, but it's not like an overnight success. When you have big challenges, it doesn't take one day to get it solved. It takes a lot of time, and especially what Xbox is trying to prove. When it comes to decisions like that, I'm ready. I'm ready to expand my horizon as far as Japanese titles coming to the Xbox. But I'm not gonna rush them. I'm not gonna be like, hurry the fuck up because I want my Japanese title game. They know more than me. They're more experienced than me in that, and I trust that when they do bring more titles to the console, that it will be something satisfying to the consumer. Like I know in Japan, they got all kinds of games. I've seen a lot of documentaries to know that when you go to one of those gaming stores in Japan, you see hella Japanese titles. I mean, a lot. The thing about it is, it's more PlayStation. You have a hell of varieties of PlayStation Japanese games, but for Xbox, rare and far and few in between. If we get a good solid title from that area, I think it'll look good for Xbox. And if it's not, at least they took a chance. You feel me? At least they trying.
Right.
Yep.
It ain't like they hear the people that say, oh yeah, we want more Japanese titles. Okay, we're gonna see what we can do. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. When the titles do come to Xbox, not everybody gonna like them, but at least they have something available for someone. You feel?
Yeah,
right.
That is so true.
The PlayStation, I mean not the PlayStation, the Japanese developers that rock with us, why don't we just rock with them? Because them the ones that's rocking with us, you know what I'm saying? The Dragon Balls. You know what I mean? You got all the Japanese developers that's rocking with us. That's what we need to rock with. These other people, they ain't really rocking with us. So they don't need to. If they don't not sure or don't want to, that's on them. That's just rock with what rocking with.
Well, I'm just saying though, if the Japanese people don't want to rock with quote unquote us, and then they I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
We didn't hear what you said.
What you say?
Your mic cut out. You might cut out.
Oh, you somebody said something sassy.
No, what Triple Cup Chuck was talking about, them rocking with we just rocking what we know how to rock. And I'm like, if those people don't want to rock with quote unquote us, then they close-minded. You know what I mean? We trying to expand the horizons in gaming. And if they not want to give us access to it, then we have to find other ways to do so.
I can agree with that.
I'm just saying.
But don't it feel good? Let's say if you had the football, now they got to come to you to get the ball. Now you go.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. Look, I agree to a certain point. I mean, because that's one of the things to me that bothers me. Because I mean, you got people like you know, and I'm just saying names, and I'm not meaning in a disrespectful way, but you got people like Iron Wolf that comes out and touts Japanese games. This is why Xbox is failing Japanese games, right? Then you have on the opposite side, you have people like Zaire. They'll come out and they'll say, be the behemoth who you are. Be strong. Go after you. You be the one that dictates everything in gaming. You have to have a happy middle somewhere down the line. And even if you look, regardless of who's going to support these Japanese games and who's not, I still feel that these Japanese games should be available to Xbox gamers, just like they're available for PlayStation and Nintendo fans. I think that it's like, you know, I all day clown me for paying that $90 for One Piece, but I was showing my enthusiasm for that Japanese game coming to that platform. You know what I'm saying? And because I was like, hey, get this game, do it, and nobody else got it. But still, the fact of it is that
I got it.
Yeah, well, you get it, yeah, but we need to play sometimes. And of course we got Blaze Blue. I'm waiting for certification to come to
they need to cater to more to the West then.
Well, no, I get that. I get that. No. But see, that's their European. They're more West, so of course,
right. But they need to make if they need to step up to the plate and make.
They have though, Chuck.
But Chuck, they don't play Madden because they play real football.
Yeah, totally.
Man.
Final Fantasy 15. There's some developers that still stuck into the 90s. I totally agree with that. But there's some developers out there that's made strides. Final Fantasy 15 is nothing like traditional old Final Fantasy. I was a little nervous about it because I like turn-based.
Man, they look like new kids on the block.
That game is fire, bro. That game is
new kids on the block. Man, they back.
I'm gonna hop off that real quick for a second. I'm gonna interject. That's a good point about what you were saying about Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
is that it's very true, because if you look at what we have in Final Fantasy 15 compared to what we had in Final Fantasy 6 and 7 way back in the day, it's not that turn-based or anything else like that. We've seen the slow changes that Final Fantasy has made to appeal to the Western, because we like more action RPGs. We like our stuff more fast-paced.
True.
And we've seen that. Yeah, exactly. Witcher's one of them. But we've seen that slow transition from Final Fantasy. If you look at 10 and 12, those were the last real turn bases, but they started moving.
Pretty much see what Japanese games they're selling, the ones that cater to us.
Yeah, exactly. But remember, they were big back in the 90s, but they made the transition. They actually kept up with the times. They're the ones that kept staying prevalent, because in the early days we had them as turn-based, because that's what 10 was back in 2002, back on the PS2. But as we moved over to the new ones with 12 and then 13, which was on the 360, those started moving more towards the active battle system, or ATB as they called it, which started pushing more towards the action RPG, which is what we got in 15, where it's more open, it's consistent. There's no breaks in the combat. It's all fluid. Even with the systems they have in it, it's all continuous going, just like Witcher and other big RPGs that are big in the States. We don't have that broken down that was in the olders.
Right. Okay. What about you, Delilah? Where do you feel that Xbox stands with the Japanese market, with Japanese games right now?
I think right now they're pretty much trying to expand their portfolio. That's how I look at it. I mean, we're looking at Twitter, we're seeing Sega visit Microsoft, we're seeing Capcom visit Microsoft. I think it's a good look for them. I think that they're doing exactly what they need to do in regards to just trying to expand those partnerships. And I guess we just have to wait to E3 to see the actual fruit of all of that. It makes me feel like something is definitely brewing, just because you got these games. It's like the timing is kind of, it's on point. Like they just dropped Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter does well. You know, then they announced Wise, which is another RPG game that's coming to Xbox. You know, and so it's it's starting to be this kind of domino effect of them just pointing to this region and saying, okay, look, we're trying to focus on Japan and bringing those titles to Xbox, but we just have to wait and see. I mean, because they still got a long way to go. I mean, PlayStation, the reason why they have so much on Japanese support is because that's their home. That's where they're from. I mean, you can't compare the two, really. I mean, you got Microsoft, which is a US based company, and you got Sony, which is a Japanese based company. I mean,
why we don't have support for us like they have support for themselves? Like, right, how we support each other. Why we don't support each other like that?
Right. I mean, it's crazy. It's like an affinity almost. It's like they got that home pride. Like, we're gonna buy only our country products. We're not gonna buy US products. And we just don't have the same affinity for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's almost scary to me how
it's almost against the law for us to be proud.
Well, look, this is the thing, right? Like, and then when I go to Livewire, or if Delilah until you're done, but I just, to me, it's like, it's really weird. Because when nothing wrong with the PlayStation fan enjoying the PlayStation, right? I'm not trying to say that in a negative way, but but it is kind of scary to me how they're so pro Japanese and they're so negative towards their own country.
Like, Microsoft gets all the negative press, negative news, negative this. Everything they try to do gets downplayed, or
the Chinese is just their culture.
Next was revolutionary, and then you got what, Alexa and all these other things coming out after that, and they get way more praise than what Cortana did with the Kinect. It blows my mind. It's like Microsoft, everything they try to do, they either behind the curve, or they too far ahead, or they too soon. I see why they hesitant on bringing out the stuff for VR, because they done got burned so many times on trying to be first at the game at something, right? Innovating. So it's just like, dang if you do, dang if you don't. So
if Japan do anything bad, they'll just say, "Oh, that's just their culture." I mean, it's like, if they mess up, they get away with it anytime they do that.
Yeah, with the whole young girls and the skimpy outfits and stuff like that. That's okay.
Listen. I got arguments many times. It was like, yo, man, why these dudes always talking about messing with like 13, 14-year-old girls? Man, it's not against the law over there. I'm like, so it's okay then? Is that what you're saying to me? It's okay because it's not against the law over there. Okay.
Right. Hey, law do not make stuff right or wrong.
It don't.
No, it don't. And that's the thing. Go ahead, Live. I just wanted to make that point. It made, as an American, I'm like, look, I love play. Look, I at one point in time, I was the most diehard PlayStation fan, but I was still an American. You know what I'm saying? I loved everything PlayStation. But but now you got people that think that they are Japanese. Like, what?
Yeah, dude.
Bro, are you serious? Like, I mean, we got issues in our own country that we need to be talking about, discussing, and dealing with. You don't even want to vote. You want to sit there and put on a
for not liking like Mario like that. Like I said, I outgrown Mario. I started playing Mario when I was 12. Like, I've been outgrown Mario. You don't like fun games? Like, no, I just said I don't like Mario. It ain't got nothing to do with fun games.
Yeah, that's I'm proud of where I'm from. I'm proud of who I am, my heritage. But I'm also, not so much about all the history that's going on in America, but the fact of you know what I'm saying, this American product is legit. It's a great product.
Right.
Just like Nintendo makes great products, Sony makes great products. Why Xbox doesn't get that same type of love from time to time? I mean, the X is by far the best console.
The X is amazing. It's an amazing.
It's the best console that's ever been made. And you will, from the most diehard PlayStation fan, they will not give you that. They can't. It's like if they do that, they're exiled from their own community, and that makes no damn sense. Live, go ahead, kick it off, man. Before we get over here, we got a couple more questions. Topics. We got to get out of here.
Wait, what was we kind of went off on a little tangent there.
We was talking about The Walking Dead.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
The
Japanese game.
Yeah, about the Japanese games.
I would say it's a good thing. This is the way I look at it. If Japanese developers want Xbox gamers to buy their games, they have to put it on the console. You can't just wait until. I mean, that's it. Because guess what? What they could do is just sit around and be like, oh, it's popular on PlayStation, put it on Xbox. But at that point, we might be onto something else, you know? So that's the risk that you run when you try to do shit like that. Oh, we'll wait, you know? And then sometimes things pop off on Xbox that don't pop off on PlayStation, you know, like, multiplayer games and things of that nature. So, you know, I just say good.
Somebody paid $10, man. They paid $10 to hear that.
This guy,
I don't know if they did or not. I doubt it, but I'm just saying. I just had to play it.
But yeah, man. The thing is, if they want people to buy their shit, they got to put it on there. They got to put it on the box. That's what
I agree. I agree. Like, look,
maybe before we move on, I got one last thing I want to say though.
Man, time is running out. Lady gonna kill me.
I'm gonna make I can make it quick. All right, look, you know how to I was saying about how the PlayStation don't got no main black character on the console, and I was asking people about it, saying they had a lot of people saying, oh, well, they was making up excuses saying, well, they got a voice actor or a sidekick. I said, no, a main character. I said, I know how to be black. It could be Hispanic. It could be Jamaican. But they won't do that, and they'll say, oh, that's just their culture. But I'm like, damn, but if they tell us about these RPGs and then we ain't supporting them, something wrong with us because we ain't supporting all these. Some of us like us, some of us don't. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. But from the blatant do something like that, I just gotta make it be known. Now that's what they need to be noticing. Like
PlayStation has, from my knowledge, because I went and did thorough. I went back to my old PlayStation 1 because I got more. I have I had the mod chip for my PlayStation at one time.
We don't care about that. Keep going.
Anyway, I got about maybe 300 PlayStation 1 games, right? So I went back and I seen that PlayStation only had one game that had a black character, and that was Shadow Man. And Shadow Man.
Shadow Man.
Oh,
Shadow Man. And then
borderline racist with the name, but okay.
Oh, I know. And then
y'all ain't see the commercials they put up there. They had a white woman holding a black woman face about
that. Was in Europe. That was in Europe. Yeah, that's when I started changing. That's when I started changing my vibe. Like, whoa, Sony, what's going on? Because it was I had the PSP at that time, and I was like, whoa, what is this? But anyway, that's a whole other story.
Like they'll take a black person and put him in a washing machine, and then he come out white and say, "Oh, now he clean."
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wow.
Let's not do it. Let's not get into that.
But they show man respect to them though. That's the only thing I was saying.
I get it, but and the other game was somebody posted it to me, and it was a shooter. It came on the PlayStation 3. It was Starhawk. Yeah, it was the sequel to Warhawk.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Crazy, I haven't heard of any of these games.
That's it though.
They ain't publish it.
No.
I mean, they ain't advertise it as much at all. They just
no, and that game just went away in obscurity. It was just gone. You know what I'm saying? So
I was just talking about the PlayStation 4, but you talking about going all the way back to the PlayStation 4.
For PlayStation's been out for damn near 30 years, and you only got two. You know what I'm saying? Strong black protagonists, and we don't even know if they're how strong, because they never made sequels to those games. So anyway, let me get on to it. Let's get to the next topic. See, you about to get started. Anyway, I'm just going to skip. I'm just going to say this. Phil Spencer did say that he's going to make, not make, but they're going real hard and heavy. They changed their tactics to E3, and it's going to be showing a lot of Japanese support. This came from Phil himself.
You don't know unless you're gonna go there, Delilah.
Yeah, you know,
Xbox is going to show any support to Japanese gamers.
You know.
So that means there's going to be some Japanese games coming. Also, that Mikey Barra said that he was playing a game. He said that tonight that he was playing a game this weekend that he would love to talk about, but he can't.
Yeah,
so
it's an
unannounced game. Do not know what it is, but I think the games is going to come. I think that they're going to show. They're going to show their ass.
I was trying to pose a question in chat. I don't think anyone caught it.
Anyway,
but I was trying to say, can you guys
listen to this? I wish we could talk about it last week, but I wasn't working.
You.
Washington is going after games. You know that. He's about to thinking about making attacks on M-rated games.
He's trying to stay on top. I get it.
There's been this video of showing all these graphic games, going back to Call of Duty 3, basically showing people getting shot, Sniper 3, just some other stuff, and just basically thinking that the reason why we have this epidemic of kids or people out here shooting people is because of violent video games. So anybody could just jump in. What is your thoughts on this?
They need to get to stepping, because one of the dudes he's listening to is talking about a guy who says that cops should kill like it's normal because it creates the best sex they've ever had. Like, you surround yourself with idiots, you're gonna believe idiots, and he is an idiot already. So I mean, the people.
All right, come on, he's our president. We got to show respect.
Man, fuck him.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Come on, man. Come on, man.
Everybody held to their own personal opinions.
The people that were there with the heads of some of the big companies, like you had the president of ZeniMax and as well as 2K and a couple others that leave, and some of the people that were with him saying that the entire meeting was all condescending towards the gaming industry, and they just walked out like, we ain't listening to you. Like, that says something, because that's all that was.
It was a waste of time anyway. That man's an idiot.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yo, I know something about it though, man.
Look,
just think
Jesus
of it
Christ
this
will
way.
be shaking his head right now.
Everybody uses guns in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yet in the U.S., you could actually go to a Walmart and buy a gun.
Right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you could actually, guns are free to buy anywhere. All right. So where these kids getting these guns from? All right. What are they watching in the movies? I mean, what's Die Hard? You know what I'm saying? What's John Wick, yo? I mean, come on, man. Atomic Blonde, yo. Think about it. That's just in movies alone. And they got free access to movies more than they got games, because their parents got to shell out $60 to buy them a game. You could actually stream anything on Netflix, Hulu.
Yeah. They don't
you could actually see gun violence on TV. And yet, in Europe, in the UK, guns are outlawed, right? But yet it's the stabbing nation of the world. All right? They have the most stabbings on this freaking planet, because guess what? They don't got guns. So they're not shooting each other. They're stabbing the shit out of each other over there. Basically, violence, that's human nature. You basically got to bring up your kids right and let them do the things, bring them up the right way, and they'll do that shit. Know what I'm saying? Pay it forward. All right? You teach them stupid shit, that's what they're going to go do. They're going to go out and do stupid shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I just feel like it's what it's showing is parents neglecting their kids. It's not got anything to do with what games or what movies and then like that. It's like, pay attention to what your kids are doing and playing. Playing is simple. You should have your 6 or 7 year old playing Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just like, come on. Because the mentality of a child is the mentality of a child, right? And so you can't think that your child's gonna have the mentality of an adult with a game like that. You just can't. It's impossible, because their mind is still maturing. So to me, this is a whole nother thing in regards to like politics and talking about guns. Because I'm all for the Second Amendment, but at the same time, it's like I'm all for protecting people as well. Yeah, so if kids have easy access to guns like this, to me, it's definitely a problem. That doesn't mean you gotta take away people's right to purchase weapons. It's just that you gotta control in a way to where kids can't get access to weapons. Because it's no reason we should have a country that you have school shootings this often in this country. That should not happen.
Exactly. The problem is too much access. Everybody should have the right to a handgun, rifle, a shotgun, but bro, you don't need no AR-15, bro. Like, I
know, right?
Like, you don't
hunting.
I'm like, because like my rule for hunting is if you ain't eating it, why the fuck you killing it?
Yep.
Straight up, like if you're not gonna eat that bitch, Like there's got to be you either eating it or it's for like animal control, like the population of like the deer.
it's either
like,
for eating
that's
or
just
protection.
ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or protection.
Right. No,
yeah, but like there's no reason that people need all these guns. Like, what do you need them for? Now, granted, I understand why they don't want to put regulations on it, because shit, people buy them shits. You know, they buy them, and it's big business. You know, whether those games. I mean, because look, once Smith and Wesson or whoever makes these weapons sells them, it don't matter. They don't got to sell them to the actual buyer. They just got to sell them to whoever. Like Walmart or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they don't have to sell it directly to somebody. Like to Bobby down the street. But it's a problem, man. And the funny thing is they keep on pulling up this. Well, we got to make sure we're doing these background checks. And we're going to make sure that the criminals don't get the guns.
That's not working, though. Clearly.
You know why it doesn't work?
They're not doing
the
them
people
properly.
that shooting up people with mass shootings aren't people with criminal records.
Listen,
it's little 15-year-old Drew who was pissed off about his life being fucked up and was like, I can't deal. Like
his parents paying all the bills and eat for free.
Right? Yeah.
He took his parents' guns.
This is the thing right here. This is the thing that's going on from my standpoint. Look, hold on. But no. Let me make this point. Let me make this point. I got, I own guns, and so the thing of it is that it's not. I'm an NRA. I'm a member of the NRA, but I find this shit to be totally problematic that young people have access to these guns. Plus, also criminals get access to guns regardless. Plus, but also, all you got to do is if you want a gun, go to a gun show. That's they don't check.
Easy.
They don't check
easy.
Like I I'm saying, a couple of my boys in all different colors, white, black, Mexican, or Latino, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All of these dudes, they got criminal records, ex-cons, and they still can get guns because they know somebody, or they could just go in there and just get shit and buy whatever because they're not checking. Mental illness is probably the biggest situation that's plaguing this country, with loneliness, and then people that are not getting proper care, and that's what needs to be fixed. But as long as you keep shutting down these social programs and saying that you got to cut these fundings on these people, then you're going to have more and more copycat killings like that. That's just a fact.
Yeah, and then trying to point fingers to the gaming industry.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the part that
they have ratings on games, yo. If it's rated M, it's not for your kids, bro.
Exactly. And Megan, you bring up a good point, man. It's just like they're using this all as a slide to the conversation. As you said, you're a member of the NRA. You're a gun member. I'm a red-blooded Texan. I'm all about the Second Amendment. However, like you said, it should not be easy for anyone to get a gun. The gun show is the worst, because if a kid who's 13 can go to a gun show with $80 and get a pistol like it's nothing, that says something about what we're doing.
That does. Okay. Anyway, let me. I got one more topic, but I got to get to Lady's topic before she get out of here, because she said she might get out of here at the 2-hour mark. So
gaming.
Grown women gaming. Whatever.
Grown women gaming. Game night number 38. Let's go.
Come on, man.
Already. You heard it here. Okay, Megan, you listening?
Wait, what you talking about? Look, you ain't going nowhere. It's only ladies got to go. We got another.
We got that work. We got that work.
We got work. We had 2 weeks off. Y'all had 2 weeks off. Okay. Anyway. All right. So basically, Call of Duty. This is for you, lady. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is on its way. It's coming out in October. Kind of suspicious, because if they were the real big dog, they would stay in November. But we all know why they go into October. But that's going on. What are you excited about it? Day one. Also hearing the rumors that they're going to do another remake for Modern Warfare 2. Them bastards are going to give me, because I'm going to buy that, because that's my favorite.
They got me. They
got you.
They got me.
They got you.
We're talking bad about how we keep doing these remakes and charging full price on Sony yet, and we over here getting grounded by Activision.
But that's my crack, man. I love Call of Duty, man.
Yeah, this last COD was dope. I need to.
I don't know how y'all do it.
I get the itches. I get the itches and shit, and then I pop the game in, and I stop itching.
Man, hey, you need Battlefield.
I'm just saying, girl. We over here calling out them Sony dudes, but we gotta admit when we be lying ourselves, man. So I'm saying because Activision be hawking that at high price. Well, the first one was what, $40, $50, and then you still got to pay for the map pack all over again. Come on, now.
Check this out. Black Ops is my favorite franchise in Call of Duty. I get it all, even Black Ops 3, Black Ops 3. I get everything that says Black Ops on it. I don't know.
Cry.
I love that shit, man.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Mm-hmm. There were personal experiences in my life that connected to the Black Ops series. So I won't discuss it live. Mm-hmm. But that game is close to my heart. And when I saw that Black Ops 4 fitted hat that dude had, the basketball player, I'm James Harden? Yeah, James Harden had the hat. So I'm like, look,
ex-Thunder player.
So he was like, I'm like, look, me, Lady Infamous, I enjoy Call of Duty. I'm gonna get the next 2 titles just because that's my shit. But I'm gonna be specific with Black Ops 4. You know, I'm gonna dissect the shit out of it when we get the open betas and the closed betas. And then with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, I don't care about no damn microtransactions like they did the first one. But you know what? I'm thinking about Afghan. I'm thinking about High Rise. I'm thinking about Terminal.
They got me.
And I'm like, they got me.
On that one. I'm going to spend about 150 on that bitch.
I'm just
saying. Modern Warfare 2 had me. That was my first online gaming experience pretty much ever. Like I dabbled with Madden on the PlayStation 2 and I seen how whack it was, and then I dabbled with Dreamcast online and that was garbage, but the actual playing the game and game ran smooth and it was fun. It was that because all my Halo experiences were from game night. It was, you know what I'm saying, when we linked up the Halo consoles. I mean, not Halo.
The LAN. System link.
Yeah, the
LAN parties.
Yeah, the LAN parties. That's why I'm bringing back Halo Night, because it's like that was my shit. So anyway,
I gotta go because I gotta get this stream.
Well,
ready.
answer these 2 more things and then you can go okay. So all right, Gabe Newell from Valve said that they're making games again, and then Nintendo announced Smash Brothers, and if you haven't seen that clip of those Nintendo fans, it almost looks scary. It looked like, you know, if I heard that and I was like in the lobby, I would have ran because I thought motherfuckers would want to kill you because they were so loud. That was strange, but hey, they were excited. You can't get mad about that excitement. So what do you think? This is lady. She's about to go.
She gotta go, man. Let her
go. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. With Valve, they need to make Half-Life 3 and stop bullshit.
Okay.
Okay. What was the second question?
It was the Smash Brothers reveal, and they showed the clip.
Okay.
All right. Give your son out. Tell everybody they can find
Yo, this is me, Lady Infamous 415 Grown Woman Gaming, intermediategaming.com. We doing our weekly podcast starting tomorrow, 9:00 a.m. PST, noon Eastern. All right, y'all be easy and support us. One love.
Lady Infamous wasn't about the shit. She was like, "What?"
She said she had to go at 10:30, so she said she had to go. So that's why I just jumped over there.
Get the switch for that? Nah,
because I didn't think anybody else really wanted to get
so hard. She don't be playing.
Yeah, she don't be playing. She speaks about her streaming. You got to give her props for her being dedicated to her stream.
Consistent.
Yeah, she is very consistent, man. That's why she's close to 1,000. You guys go sub to her channel. Y'all check out GWG. Those ladies, they kill it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Megan, you gotta play this Sea of Thieves, bro. This shit is no.
I play Sea of Thieves. I just gotta play. Come on, man.
Anyway. I'm talking about the way it is right now, bro.
Yeah, that stuff, bro.
That skeleton raid shit ain't no joke, man.
I'm gonna play it this weekend, man.
Came out there with their rags on, man. They was crypt up and blooded. Yo, they was out there. It was a gang fight, man. They straight up stomped me out, and then they fucking danced on me. I said,
oh shit, yo, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
All right, let's get cripping and anything. I said, these motherfuckers.
Let's finish up, guys. Let's finish up. Do anybody want to talk about the Valve Gabe new one?
I'm down for it. Like, I'm excited because one, as we
maybe a Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead. Like, I'm excited because the fact that we all talked about is that Left 4 Dead was a knockout and a success on the console when it came out on the 360. That was great. You know, a lot of people love Portal. I love Portal. That was great. I want to see what new things they come up. We know they ain't gonna ever make a sequel because you can keep that ongoing joke running for as long as we want. But I want to see if they bring in anything new. We know what they've done with the VR and how they've been pushing that. Yeah. Let's see if any of the talent that's still there has anything new and creative to add to it, because Valve was the head of the PC gaming and some of the biggest stories with like Half-Life and all that. Let's see if they still got it. I want to see what they got.
Okay, I was just gonna say I want to give a confession. I've never played Half-Life 3.
That's cool.
Well, because they never released it.
I mean Half-Life. I've never played Half-Life 2. I'm sorry. I've never played Half-Life 2.
It's okay. I'm right there with you.
The orange box.
Yeah, the orange box.
Yeah, the orange box.
The box looked stupid to me, so I never bought it. So you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, it did. It looked stupid to me, and then everybody talked about it. I'm like, I think it's like 75 cents on PC. I need to go ahead and buy it, play it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Let's go.
Yo, if Valve comes back, the only thing I want to see is a Left 4 Dead 3, yo. If not, then just go back to where y'all came from. All right. Okay. And as far as Half-Life 2, I had the orange box. I wasn't feeling Half-Life 2. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people in the PC market love Half-Life. I thought it was mediocre. I already had Halo. You know what I'm saying? And Halo basically curb stomped it. All right. But bring Left 4 Dead 3 and I'm dead. If y'all ain't bringing none of that, then I don't want to hear it.
Shady says the way to judge the cover a game by its cover. I did. That shit looked stupid. That looked corny to me. But see, like I was like,
thank you. Yo, I even played it. I was like, man, there's nobody in this map, man. What the hell? It's like the monsters popping up every once in the blue moon.
Man, I'm like, I don't want this trash. What about you, Delilah? Anything you want to say about this?
Nice. I mean, I think I'm glad. Anytime I see a developer that's pretty much established and they say they're making new games, I'm all for it. So I support that decision and everything. So I'm cool with them making that stride. So
you saw the game that they brought out though, that they're gonna bring out, a card game. I was like, wow.
Well, they're trying to get that money. So I mean,
yeah,
they it's weird. That's weird to me that they're gonna focus on that. But I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, I'm cool with it. It's cool.
All right. Well, what about the Nintendo reveal? Anybody want to mention that?
Man,
were y'all excited for Smash Bros? Are y'all Smash Bros. friends?
You know what?
I'd rather see Kung Fu Chaos too.
Keep them draws green, boy. Keep them Xbox draws green.
You dream because I don't know if that ever gonna see the light of day.
Yo, if they give it to me, I'm back with compatibility. It was dead day one.
Such a good game though.
Hell yeah,
amazing.
But for real though, I'm excited for Smash. When I saw that trailer and saw everyone talk about it, I was hyped for it. I love the Switch. We have one. I've played Pokken Tournament. You know. Pokemon
that
meets
was tight.
Tekken. Yes, Pokemon meets Tekken is great. I loved a lot.
I never played Pokemon. Never played it.
That was dope. That was dope.
Okay, I gotta get on it then.
Man, that sounds like Mario Rabbids.
Pokemon.
Nah. This ain't no Rabbids, yo. It was like the Tekken engine, yo. It was like arena-based fighting. It was dope as hell.
It was made by Katsuo Harada. He led the team.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh well, I got to play it then. Harada-san, man. Harada-san.
I'm telling you, they took Pokemon. They took all the Pokemon, maybe some new ones you maybe never seen, but it plays like it's Tekken and it works really well.
I'll whoop your ass with Snorlax.
Oh hell!
You know what I'm saying? Or Squirtle. Anyway,
said Squirtle.
But anyway, okay, look, I'm happy
too grown
for
that.
that.
Talking about some Squirtle. No.
Stop. What you mean I'm too grown for that? We're talking about video games.
I like mature games.
Hey,
mature games.
It
That's what
just
it
don't
is.
feel right, huh? It just
Right. I like mature games. I mean, I don't express that several times. I don't get why it's a surprise to people.
I don't know. My son loves the hell out of
Smash. I can't snipe it. I'm not into it.
I didn't see the purpose of it. I mean, give me Power Stone. Give me Power Stone. Power Stone was dope. That's what I'm more into. I mean, look, I need to sit back and play it. I've tried, but I haven't got into Smash like that. So
I don't care about Smash at all.
I've got one of the Smash Brothers around here. I'm going to try to play it, but it just, I don't know. I don't know. But congratulations for them to get it. They're hyped. They're stoked. I wish a lot of Xbox fans would be the same way when new games get revealed. Man. But support.
You know what's wrong with Xbox fans? I'll tell you what's wrong with Xbox fans. They looking from validation.
No, you know what it is with Xbox fans. Then I got burned.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Live. They're looking for validation.
So they be like, oh, I like this game, but hold up, let me figure out what a Sony fan cares about it. Like,
that
like when it's straight up. When I look at the PlayStation game, I'll be like, that shit dog shit. But they be enjoying that. They don't care what the hell I think about it.
They sure don't. And that's the thing about when Marlo Mega, you damn right. Oh, Lock. Oh, K Mega love Lock. You damn right. You know what I'm saying? That game is fire to me. You know what I'm saying? I like what I like. And when I say something about God War, they get upset.
It's about playing not defense.
My boy Don out Gears. That is my boy. All the time. I cried in his death in 3, man. Legit.
Yeah. So it is what it is, man. So let's get to our last topic and then we're gonna get out of here. I'll save the PUBG thing for next week. So let's get on to Division 2 got announced. And I don't know how big of a Division fan that you guys are, but for me, I know life that game. I beat that game in less than a week. Mm-hmm. That game had to be done. I love that game so much. And then also now hearing next month that they're going to do the X enhancements for 1 made me pop it in last night with me 100 tags.
The X enhancement?
They're going to next month.
It's going to get X enhanced.
Yeah, so the Division is my life. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think it's dope? Are y'all anticipating it? Did y'all like it?
I played it. I liked it. I liked the concept of it. As always, it had a great story, but after you finish the main campaign, man, there was just nothing was at launch. And it killed me because I love Tom Clancy games. And that was something so unique.
So you said it just wasn't enough, is what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, the thing is that it had everything up into the end game. Like leveling all the way up to 30, going through all the zones, finding all the stories about what was going on in the city. That was well done.
Fast enough.
Yeah.
You know
what? Dropped the DLC fast enough. True.
Yeah. They weren't anticipating people to kill it like that.
And that's a good point, is that they didn't get the DLC fast enough, but they did do a lot of work into it. Like I heard about the 1.8 update where they completely redone everything. I give them props on that. They stuck with it, and I'm glad. And with the hearing about the X patch, I might just have to go back and check out some of the DLC I missed.
Right.
Downgrades. Yeah, I remember the downgrades the Division had from that initial E3 showing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They had to actually scale back. But now for the Division 2, they're actually going to bring that vision to fruition. It's 6 Ubisoft studios. You got Ubisoft Bucharest, Ubisoft Shanghai, and the 3 other studios, plus Massive Entertainment as well, doing the Division 2 in order to fully realize the vision that they had for the 1. And that's why they also went back to the metal to do the Division Xbox One X enhanced. All right, they're going to be adding a whole bunch of things to it in order to make it line up with the vision that they originally showed in that E3 showing.
Oh man, I'm so stoked. You got man, you about to make me go jump on my woman tonight, boy.
But they be doing
I'll give you this Division work, girl. Anyway, man, this. I'm so excited for the Division. I love that game. I don't know why Mooch don't like that game, man. I just don't get it. But
probably because he burned through it with the beta. I think they made a mistake with that.
They did.
That's why I don't think having a beta is
Well, it's the fact that
sometimes it's not beneficial. Yo,
right,
it turns people off from playing a game.
And
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Anybody?
I'm gonna
That's
say
the thing, though.
I'm about,
Hold on. Let Delilah talk. Let Delilah talk. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that. Do you think that Sea of Thieves is gonna have this a similar effect? The fact that they have in their beta right now. I mean, I don't know.
Hell no. I'm about to download it once I get off.
No.
I'm saying, like, do you think it's gonna hurt the game? Is what I'm getting.
No, absolutely not. It don't promote it. That helped the beta. The beta helped the game because a lot of people
keep adding things to it.
Yeah,
just like Live was saying.
If people come in with low expectations, and then once they get out there, they're like, "Whoa, this game is a lot better than I anticipated." And yeah, so that was the right move. But if you got a game that's half-ass at all, and it just doesn't fit for what you see at E3 or anything like that, yeah, it's gonna hurt them. Like Collider said, Marvel vs. Capcom is dead right now. If they canceled their second DLC because of you know what I'm saying, just because
low sales.
Yeah.
Low sales.
Well, below sales, and just the fact that they were lazy with the player development. That was just horrible.
Dude,
but we'll talk about that next week. Because I've been wanting to talk about that for a minute. I know. I definitely want to talk about the Marvel vs. Capcom next week. Anyway, what's up? Go ahead.
Oh no, I about to say Collider, tell Live Wire that we ran into a tsunami. He didn't believe me.
Oh,
that we ran into a what?
Y'all ran into a tsunami?
Yeah, on
Sea of Thieves, bro.
Yeah.
We ran into a tsunami. That shit tore our boat, man. It tore our boat up, yo. We sank in the middle of the ocean.
That's
right. Something hit the boat that was like, bow. Everybody was like, what the hell? King ran downstairs. He's like, yo, there's holes all over the ship. We was like, what?
We getting
Next
to the
thing,
cannon,
man, that shit capsized, bro.
Hey,
and get to the cannon, looking
that's
around.
the power of the cloud. That's the power of the cloud.
It was on the map because freaking Savage said, yo, on the map it showed like rough waters. It was like, all right, so now you're gonna steer us away from the rough waters because we don't want to hit another tsunami.
That's dope.
Yo, that's
yeah. Have you seen what happens when you get to the edge of the map? That just looks scary. It looks super scary.
Yo, you know
I never got to the edge. What did it look like?
About that happened.
So it's the earth flat.
Yeah, the water started like looking like blood.
Yeah,
the earth flat.
That's for the when you go to the skeleton shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you start going for them, that's when you go to a certain part, and then all the blood turn. Now it doesn't turn as red as it does when you get to the edge, but it starts turning. Then the logo.
That junk it's creepy. Really.
I need to check it out.
I need to see that shit.
I need to get
to the fire. I'm in the stronghold right now, man. These assholes shot me while I was trying to survive.
We're not turning. Yeah, you're always getting messed up. Anyway, let's go ahead and get out of here, man.
I'm here by myself, though.
Y'all always want to jump on me and say it's gonna be late, but y'all over here talking. Let's go.
Sorry.
All right, take your flip ass back in that water.
I just want y'all to know this.
Jump your flip ass back in that water. Start jumping around, flipping a tail. Anyway, so let's get out of sign outs. Delilah HD.
Yes. Grown Women Gaming.
Yes.
Tomorrow. Make sure you pay attention because we announce it every show. But it's gonna be tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. So yeah, check us out. It's gonna be on Lady Infamous channel. But yeah.
All right, cool. When you gonna start making some videos?
When you pay me for them. Oh.
All right.
Why you giving me the dolphin sounds?
Because that's all I can do. When somebody say some shit, I can't give no feedback.
That was live
that's
words.
I can't do. All right, so Kaleidoscope. Hey man, glad that you on board with the squad, man. Man, you with your green Xbox draws, man. That man, PlayStation dude. I'm gonna get some more hate mail. Anyway, where can they find you at?
Shit.
And what's going on, man?
Eat that banana.
All right. Yeah, y'all can hit me up on Twitter at DirectX-the. Check me out on tomorrow's podcast for DirectX- the Fraud, as well as the Heroic Vibrations podcast, Triple Cups, Cup of Tea, know what I'm saying, on Wednesdays, which I actually missed this Wednesday, but it's because I was sick. And I also plan to put up a video tomorrow. I'm actually splicing some footage today. I found a way where I could actually upload it to OneDrive, and from OneDrive, load it up to my camera from my cell phone, upload it to YouTube.
Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna splice at least probably Monster Hunter World and Sword Art Online. And if y'all seen any of my old videos where I actually spliced up game footage, it's gonna be sick. All right. So, and plus, I'm gonna put it up on the GRG channel as well. All right. So, Mega, you got to hit me up with the links for that in order to do that. And y'all can check me out on Xbox Live at Kaleidoscope, and as well as my YouTube channel, Kaleidoscope, on YouTube.
All right. Cool. That's what I appreciate. Yeah, man. All right. Triple Cup Chuck, are you up, man? You gonna put that vibration on the GRG channel? Are you gonna do it?
I finally figured out how to do it. I was doing it wrong. Now I got it right.
And Sea of Thieves, bro. I'm gonna put up some Sea of Thieves footage too.
Hey,
the stuff that we did with Chuck.
Man, I'll tell him how I ran into the wall. But anyway.
Oh, yo, that was crazy though, because I was like, yo, I need to step up for a second. I need to get some allergy pills. When I come back, I see the boat about to ram an island. I was like, yo, who driving? And Chuck was like, yo, hey, take the wheel. I was like, what? There's a boat. I was like, bow.
Hey, man, Sea of Thieves gonna have people just picking up all types of stories, man. That shit
was epic. That shit was epic.
Fun ass game. But where can we find you at, Chuck? You get lost, man.
Man, you know how it is when we start talking about Sea of Thieves.
They on me, man.
Man, live talk about Sea of Thieves for almost 2 hours on the podcast, just me and him. You got me at Triple Cup Chuck Vibration Podcast on Wednesday. We talk about Marvel, we talk about DC, and we talk about video games. We make this whole pie, you know what I'm saying, of gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kaleidoscope, you know what I'm saying, got Bloody Knuckles and got Savage Card and that thing. We gonna do it crazy, fun, and exciting.
All right. And Livewire, Donald Trump, Mr. Messi. Where can they find you at?
You check me out on my channel. Check out
what's your channel? What's the channel?
Livewire Gaming, man. What the fuck?
Livewire. How you spell the Livewire? Because you know some people might just spell like live and then regular
wires.
Live wires with a Z.
Man, come on, you can see his name right there. You know how to spell it.
It's real. All right, they thugging out here. Oh man, they thugged me out.
Okay,
so you ever see one of those videos that what's his name?
Man, we got to go. We ain't got time to tell the story on Xbox Live.
Yo, that's how I feel, man.
Say that for your own videos, man. Come on.
Man, tell the people.
Xbox After Dark.
No doubt. There we go. All right. Okay. So then we go to Little Bot. What's up with you, Knuckles?
Oh man, you guys make that sick, man. Cool. I say you call me Little Bot, but I'm the bloody motherfucking Knuckles. I'm the big dog. Only loyal till you take the muzzle off, boy.
Oh wow.
All right.
Dang. But you know where to catch me on Saturday nights, and even in the afternoons. My show, Smash Podcast, your little corner for geeky goodness, all things anime, comics, movies, video games, anything you want. Of course, you can catch me on Wednesdays with Chuck and Kaleidoscope there on the Heroic Vibration Podcast. And you know, we just doing our thing out here. Catch me on Twitter at Bloody Knuckles.
At Bloody Knuckles, and he'll be showing his podcast on the GRG channel. Man, yes. People putting some work on there finally. Hot damn it! You know what I'm saying?
No episode tomorrow.
Was the only person that was putting in real work on that channel now, but I got to give it to 108 Dragons. He's got a video every day on the GRG podcast. YouTube channel every day. Like he's dedicated like hell. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Fonzarelli that was putting in that work, man, because he was putting in some cool ass shit. He even did a podcast with this one guy. That was a pretty cool podcast. Anyway, so to me, this is your boy K Mega 405. We're about to get out again. The super chat is gone. If you guys want to help support GRG, K Mega, look at the link below in the description. It says support K Mega GRG. You can go ahead and hit us up. Give us a little donation. You know what I'm saying? You know, drop a $1 or whatever. You know, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Just drop something. If you don't want to drop nothing, fuck it. Whatever. We hate you. Anyway, so. No, anyway, much love to everybody that's sitting out there and supporting us, man, because without you, we couldn't do it. And, man, I'll be dropping a video because there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about as well this weekend. So check that out. Check me on the next podcast on BGST, sometimes on the multiplayer if I feel like it, because some of them fools be just going too wild. But it's all love, man. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Peace.
They the infamous 4,000 sub.